Let's get borderline psychotic, whatever his name is, and the speaker. Let's get borderline in here. All right. Let's get borderline.
Yes, sir. What's popping, Tariq?
What's going on, borderline? How are you, sir?
I'm outstanding, brother. This is my first time talking to you. I've been fucking with you for years. It's funny. I've been in a few of these spaces in here, and every time I go into one of the rooms, they think I'm you. There's a few people in this room right now who know what I'm talking about.
Hilarious.
So I am the official Tariq nigga when you ain't around.
Oh, wow.
I just left a room right now. They in there fighting about your museum and everything else. And the shit is funny to me. So, I'm just in there having a little fun. But I just want to say that I fuck with you heavy. We out here watching what you doing, man. And fuck the haters. Shit.
Real talk, man. Real talk. I'm not even tripping on whiny niggas with daddy issues. These niggas just whining for attention. But thank you for the call, brother. All right, let's get some more folks in here. Yeah, those are other time wasters too. Niggas who just get in rooms and whine about another man. That's very homoerotic. And it's a time wasting, attention whoring type of thing. Niggas just trying to latch on to another man for attention. It's very basketball wife-ish. A lot of these niggas got basketball wife syndrome. These are goofy dudes who can't get no shine and they got to latch on to another man for some shine. That's real that's hoish. That's real basketball wife-ish. I'm Mendices and them niggas is Yandy. These are some old love and hip hop niggas latching onto another man for some shine. You ought to be ashamed. I won't even entertain niggas like that. Stop it. Let's see who else. We got a lot of folks in here. Let's have some real combo in here. My dude from the UK is trying to get back on, but okay. And I wish some UK people, if y'all in the UK, let us know what's going. Not the UK, but in the Ukraine. I'm sorry, because it's going down out there in the Ukraine right now. All right, let's get we got a few people I'm putting on.
What's up, Rick?
What's up, bro? Who is this? Ace?
What's happening,
up, Ace?
Man? I just real brief, man. I just wanted to say we appreciate everything you do, bro. From Ohio to Atlanta. I'm a little bit everywhere with the production side, but we appreciate everything you do, bro. I've been hip to your documentary since I was about 18, something like that, young boy, like, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I've been rocking with your work. But what I wanted to say is, like, while all these white folks is distracted, finna kill each other off, bro, we need to go ahead and, while it's tax time and get organized, man, we need to start hitting up all the, doctors and lawyers, foundational Black American doctors, lawyers, the steppers, like, you know what I'm saying? And try to make some shake, start buying up this property and shit, start pulling our resources, you feel me?
Absolutely. That's real talk right there,
Like,
brother.
for real.
All right, thank you for the call, brother. All right, let's get Fred. Fred, hop on in, sir.
Hey, Tariq, I just want to tell you that you're the funniest nigga I know.
Okay, now where are you from, dude? Talking about funniest nigga. Where are you from?
I'm from South America.
South America. Okay. What part of South America are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, so we both niggas. Okay. So are you still in Brazil or are you here?
I'm in Brazil.
You still in Brazil?
I'm in Brazil. Yes.
Oh, okay. How's everything going down there in Brazil, my nigga?
We are experiencing worse economical troubles than the US, but it's still doable. We're living. At least we're not in Ukraine getting bombs on our heads.
At least you're not getting bombs on your heads?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. That's cool. Y'all in those favelas out there doing what you have to do to get your...
Yeah.
I hope you ain't out there running around the favela looking for a fella trying to get you a little money. Y'all dudes be out there Bucci selling too, so that ain't a good look.
I'm not getting butt broken.
All right, man, don't be out there slinging that Bucci for some Goya powder, nigga. All right, Fred Barbs, you be safe out there in Brazil, man, and stay out the fellas, bro. All right, these dudes are funny. Well, what's up, Camilla? You trying to get back on here, Camilla? What's up, Camilla? I added you on earlier. You didn't want to say nothing, Camilla. Turn your microphone on.
Привет. Как дела?
Hello, Camilla.
Привет.
Uh-oh. Are you from the Ukraine? Camilla? Okay, Camilla, you over there doing something real strange. What are you doing over there, Camilla? Okay. Okay, Camilla, you at the green card office trying to get in front of the line? What are you over there doing? All right, Camilla. Okay, Camilla, let me get you out of here. Hello? Okay, Camilla, you go ahead and get in front of the line before you call back. I know you got to do what you need to do to let the immigration officer know that you mean business. All right, but call us after you do all that. All right, let's get Media Saboteur. Media Saboteur. Let's get Media Saboteur on here. What's up, Media Saboteur?
Hey, Tariq, big fan.
What's up, man? What's your name, sir? Where you from?
From a lot of places, actually. But had something to ask you.
Okay, before you do that, I just want to know a little bit of something about you, sir. Where did your family immigrate from?
No immigration here, 100%. American born and bred.
Okay, well, somebody in your family had to immigrate here. So who immigrated?
Well, I have direct blood going back to, I'm a direct descendant of Cabeza de Vaca. It's like minor Spanish nobility from Spain.
Okay, so you have a Spanish, you're Hispanic, right?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Where in South America did your family come from?
South America.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting one. South America.
Because if you have Spanish background, they had to have come because there were really no Spanish settlements here like that.
Oh, dude,
that lasted.
Read up on him, dude. Read up on Cabeza de Vaca. Just like, sorry, I'm chewing pizza at the same time. Yeah, just read up on him. Wikipedia him. He went all through those territories. Yeah.
All right. But there were no permanent settlements here. They went down to South America, Central America, and the Caribbean. So your family has to be from one of those places.
Sure. There's a lot I don't know, man, honestly.
So which one? Which one? Because you're stalling. Why are you ashamed to say where your family is?
No, I had a question for you. I'm not stalling. I'm just kind of just answering your question.
Okay. You are kind of stalling. And I find when people do that, I'm kind of questioning their motives before they even ask a question. So again, you seem ashamed to admit where your family is from in South America.
I don't know of where. Like I just explained to you. Like if you look up who he was like all.
So you are a white male. You're a white male, and you know exactly where your people came from.
More or less.
They immigrated here. They immigrated here, sir. They immigrated here from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're ashamed to say where you immigrated from, just say that.
I didn't immigrate from anywhere. I was born.
Well, your family.
I am the son of 2 Air Force comm school. What do you want to call them? Like students at the time in 1986.
Okay. If you are if you're ashamed to admit where your family immigrated from, that's okay. I can understand the shame. Okay, but go ahead.
I don't know what. I honestly don't know what you're referring to. I mean, if you could tell me what I'm not ashamed.
You are a white man. White people are not indigenous to North America. They had to come from somewhere else. You talked about some Spanish nobility, man, but there was no permanent Spanish colonies in North America like that.
I mean, my father is Anglo-Saxon. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Now, where did he come from? Well, where did his family come from?
Somewhere in England. I couldn't even tell you. I never met the guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. England. Yeah. Now, how hard was that? That wasn't so hard at all, was it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Now, what's on your mind? What's on your mind, sir?
Why is slavery bad?
Why is slavery bad? For obvious reasons. Because it mistreats people, and slavery is basically you harming and mistreating and controlling a person, and that person doesn't know how to stop it. That's all slavery is. Now, why would you ask, why is slavery bad?
Well, because white people were slaves too at one point to other white
Was it
people.
bad? Was it bad when they were enslaved?
That's what I'm asking you.
Was it bad when white people were enslaved at one point?
That's difficult to answer. That's difficult to answer. I
Oh,
am not nearly smart enough to be able to answer that.
yeah. Slavery was bad. When any mistreatment is bad, and the fact that you think that there's some type of caveat to mistreatment, oh man, what kind of mentality do you have? Do you think mistreating people is good in any shape, form, or fashion? No mistreatment is good, sir.
What
None.
about the purchase of death row inmates as slaves?
All of that is bad. They shouldn't have been. Why are they on death row?
Take a pick.
And what death row inmates are you talking about? Because this is a lot of weird whataboutisms. What are you talking about?
Just what I said. Death row inmates. Is it bad
What
to be able to purchase death row inmates as slaves?
I don't know. When did death row inmates be purchased as slaves? Sounds like this is a lot of deflective whataboutisms to kind of justify enslaving and mistreating black people. Is that what this is? You can unmute your microphone. I didn't mute you. Okay. Want to try unmuting your microphone? Okay. All right. Well, he muted his own microphone. His microphone is not on. And I guess he ran out of troll material. Let's get Cobra in here. I guess he ran out of troll material. Let me get him out of here. He just muted his mic and I haven't heard from him. All right, Cobra, let's hop on, bro.
What's going on, Lexus?
What's going on, bro? How you doing,
I'm
sir?
all right, sir. Yeah, that last speaker is the definition of your room, the TWT.
Yeah, time wasting
Yeah.
troll. Time wasting. Exactly.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to just give you respect. I've been rocking with you since about 2011, since your first Hidden Colors, and that's about it, bro.
No doubt, man. Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir. All right.
Peace.
Get some more in here. All right. Let's get shout out to Sonny. Let's get our homie Sonny in here. Let's get Sonny in here to chime in and show light. What's up, brother Sonny?
Flex, what's good, family?
What's going on, Sonny? How's everything going,
Nothing.
brother?
Everything is pretty good. Copacetic, man. Today is my birthday, man, and I
Hey, happy birthday to
I
you, brother.
appreciate it, family. And my old lady, I got the Foundation of Black American Race Bader book for my birthday, so I'm definitely looking interested in checking it out and reading through it. And you already know, family, we definitely appreciate you out here in these streets, and we gotta keep the work going.
No doubt, man. Thank you so much, brother. And happy birthday again to you, fam.
No doubt.
No doubt. That's Sonny. All right. Happy birthday to Sonny. Let's see. Let's get some more folks up in here. Let me get some new faces that I have not seen. A lot of folks in here. A lot of people in here right now. A lot of people in here. Let's get Awful Truth Mind. Let's get Awful Truth Mind in here. And then we'll get Emir Shakir in here.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's up, Awful Truth?
What's up, man? So I had a question about the reparations, man. So how do we get reparations if both of the parties are so anti-black and we have to vote on that? So even for them to even bring up the conversation, well, not the conversation, but the bill to vote on it, that they wouldn't even bring that up because they're so anti-black. How do we even go forth with doing that if they're so against us?
Well, we got to be bold, man. We have to be bold, and we have to be willing to let the Democratic Party crash and burn. We have to give them a real ultimatum. The problem is, we never give them an ultimatum. We sit here and we keep saving the Democratic Party, even when they tell us to kiss their asses. We sit up here and say, we want this, we want that. And they say, nope, vote for us anyway. And instead of letting them crash and burn, we'll sit up here and run to the polls talking about, well, we can't let Trump get in office now. We can't let no real racists get in no office now. We start talking silly instead of sticking to our guns, letting
So,
them burn.
oh no,
Go ahead.
my bad. So I mean, well, not just the Democratic Party, but both parties, because they're both they're pretty much the same evil, I feel.
They are.
So
They are.
it's like, how do we even, because I feel like if we go and even try to get reparations, that shit seems like we would have to do that by force. Like, and I mean like real like guerrilla warfare type force, that we would have to do that. Like, what other way is there other than violence, I feel?
But this the thing. If we pull out, if we say for real, we're not going to support this political party, and we're not going to even support the political process if you don't do what we want you to do. Because all of this, let's do a study and let's do a meeting and all that. So these are time wasting tactics. We got to get real bold and put our foot down and say, hey, look, we'll pull out of the process altogether. And they understand when people pull out of the political process altogether, they will naturally start looking for their own solutions to their problems. And then that's a problem for the establishment. So they have to be in a position where, okay, let's not let these folks go rogue on us. So this is why we have to understand how to be strategic as far as withdrawing our support for certain things. We got to understand that, because we sit up here and we make idle threats, but we'll go support them anyway. That's why they won't do anything. We sit here and say, we want this, we want that. They say no, and then you go support them anyway. It don't work like that. If they know you're going to keep supporting them, they're never going to do anything for you. They know you're going to support them no matter what. They're not going to do anything for you. I want Black folks to get this. That means you have to not, if they're not going to give us tangibles, leave them alone. And that don't mean go vote some damn down Democrat and all this goofy nonsense. That means let them crash and burn. Let one part of the party just crash and burn. This is why they're trying to cobble together some tether grassroots base for them now, the Democrats. They're trying to find another substitute base, because Black people are the base of the Democratic Party. And we sit up here and let these folks trick us into voting for them in exchange for some damn catfish nuggets and black-eyed peas. Just silly plantation nonsense. If we stay focused and mean what we say and say what we mean, we can make these people give us some reparations, but we have to be focused. And this is why they keep putting these tethers our way. They keep throwing these people in because they know ultimately they're going to have to give in with the reparations. So what they're doing now, they're going to muddy the reparations water. This is why they're putting all these tethers around us and trying to expand who should get reparations, because they know ultimately, in order to get our support, because the reparations movement is a lot of momentum going on right now. So they know they're going to have to say, okay, we're going to give you reparations. But what they're doing now, this is why we're talking about this. They're in the process of getting all of these non-FBA tethers in so that we can somehow include them. And then once we include Black folks who are from the Caribbean and from Africa, that's going to open the door for Latinos, then for Asians, and then we're going to be right back at square one. This is why we cannot, under no circumstances, have anybody else included in the reparations claim except foundational Black Americans who descended from American slave plantations, who are supposed to get 40 acres and a mule, and the descendants of those people. We got to be so clear. We can't let them move from that at all. And as you see in these reparations task force out here in California, they got like Jamaican immigrants, these people who are all on these immigration platforms. Their goal is to ultimately try to undermine us. We got to keep our eyes open on that. Amir, turn your microphone on, man.
Tariq, what's up? What's up?
What's up, Amir? How are you, sir?
Yeah, man, good, bro, good. Been checking you out for quite a while too, like many say, and it's a lot of different sources for that information, but it's great to see how you put it together, bro, for sure. FBA out of Miami right here, by way of Houston, Texas, and Louisiana, with history going back to the natives.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting, man. I was doing some research recently, looking at how Native Americans who have connections to tribes within the past, with a grandparent or a direct parent that's a part of a Native American tribe, they get free schooling at a lot of different universities and colleges. And I thought that was crazy. When I went and dug through, there's like lists of different universities and colleges where Native Americans have access to free schooling. And, without Black Americans having some kind of lineage and some sort of way to delineate ourselves from other groups, I mean, don't you think we would deserve at a minimum free university, free schooling with 300 years of slavery, 100 years?
All right, let me touch on that. Thank you, brother. I wanted you to kind of land the plane because I wanted to touch on what you were saying. Very good points, brother. Very good points. Yeah, if you look at some of the government grant sites for Native Americans or people who are federally recognized, let me say that. Let me be very clear. We've got to be clear with the words because let's be clear, a lot of these people ain't really Native Americans. Let's be very clear. A lot of these people who are claiming Native American, who are federally recognized, when you really look at them, they're not Native Americans. These are people whose family finessed their name onto the dolls rolls, and they fraudulently got labeled as Native American because somebody paid $5. That's why you have so many white-looking people claiming Native American. And the only people who get questioned about their native status are us, Black people. That's the only time it's a question. Now, some lily white Justin Timberlake looking white person, they'll claim Native American and nobody bats an eye. This person ain't got one drop of Native in them, and you can tell they don't, but nobody bats an eye. You don't want to see no paperwork, no DNA or nothing. A Black person, we've been here for centuries, longer than everybody else. And the minute a Black person says, hey, well, I'm connected to a tribe, my great grandmother was this, whoop, 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 then all of a sudden we got to show some DNA. We got to show some fingerprints. We got to show some semen samples, whatever. It's always questionable with us. Let's get some other people in. Sister Sean.
Hey, how you doing, Tariq? This is Sister Sean.
How are you?
I've been following you for a while, but I have to admit and just be transparent. I kind of was on the fence with you, brother. And I loved everything you do. I've been following you for years. I've always had the hidden colors, and I kind of just got on this Twitter world probably in the last 2 or 3 years. I don't really have a question, but I have a statement. So I actually have a newfound respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, I want people to really understand. I think you've been misunderstood. But what I take you as an entertainer, I take you as an author, I take you as a historian. You shared some of the things that you do within, our country and out globally, so that makes you a philanthropist,
Right.
and you're also a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people don't really understand your scope. But I had enough time to sit back and to really make a very critical decision about you. So I'm FBA now. I'm
Right.
FBA. And let me tell you why I called you, because I was really upset about that tweet about the AB 31 21 dude, the Smith, the Caribbean dude.
Right.
Let me tell you why that's very, very important for the FBA family to really, really understand. Because number one, I believe that you are a resident of California.
I am. Yes, I am.
So you have a right to testify as a citizen and give your voice.
Right.
There's no way, that is totally inappropriate for him to block you,
Right.
because that's your city.
Right. Right.
And that's not even my city. That's your city.
Right.
So I want to let the family know what the politics is, that is actually inappropriate behavior.
Right.
I'm in the DMV. I'm in the DC, Maryland, Virginia. Now, maybe I'm a different scope or different, type of citizen, but that is your city.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
he is out of line. So
Yeah.
I think we need to jump on that however we can, to say that.
Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you so much. Let's get Itati. I think that's his name. Itati GI, something like that. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, sir. Itate Guy. You want to turn your microphone on? If you want to turn your microphone on, that's great.
Yeah, brother. Greetings.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, greetings, my brother. I from the Caribbean, you know what I mean?
There you go. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. I appreciate your content. I've been listening for years.
Yes, sir.
I put you as a historian. Your research is very in depth and always on point, you know?
So much, brother. That phone was starting to act up, brother. Them phones be acting up. All right, but let's try the young lady with the Haitian flag. I don't know your name, ma'am, but you got a Haitian flag on. All right.
Hello, Tariq. I spoke with you last week about the phenotypes and stuff, and I just wanted to touch back in because it says watch out for time wasting tactics.
Right.
And I think that after I said that, it was so much Photoshop going on instead of African people from the diaspora and the continent saying, okay, well, just let me sit here and actually research what this young lady has said. And nobody really wants to do that. They want to throw mud, they want to throw dirt because we don't want.
Okay, thank you. I don't know I have no idea what you're talking about, sister. And I don't want to confuse the people because I'm confused. Sometimes a lot of people will hop on and they will assume that we remember them or what you're talking about. And I just have no idea what you're talking about. And it was completely out of context. I just don't know. And I don't want to have to try to dig back and try to revamp with love and respect. No disrespect, no love. But no hate, but it's all love. But I just didn't know what you're talking about, ma'am, to be honest. What verb? Oh, y'all names, man.
Well, it's whatever, bro. I'm from the UK. How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good. How you doing? What city you in, brother?
I'm in London.
There you go. Shout out to London. What's on your mind, sir?
Thanks. So, as a global citizen, somebody from outside of the States,
yeah,
America's a powerful country. We kind of observe a lot of the politics that go on over there. Yeah.
Right.
Now, one thing I wonder about is like your headline, watch out for time wasting tactics, right?
Yes.
And then you got the hashtag reparations, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, as a thinking man, in some ways, I look at this and I kind of think, although reparations would be nice, yeah, we know full well that this is not something that's going to come easy. So in some ways, seeking reparations as opposed to unifying, getting together, building communities, Black Wall Street type of situation, yeah, would
Can
that
I
not
add
be
to that point?
Would that not be a wiser move?
Hold on.
Can I just add to that?
Hold on,
point?
D. Bruh. Hold on, bro. Hold on, D. Hold on. Let my man finish speaking, brother. Let him finish speaking. So whatever, Bert. Okay, so you were saying instead of looking for reparations, how about we just get on some like a unity thing so we can build another Black Wall Street?
But essentially, yeah. Especially with today's technology,
Okay, so we're already, Black people, especially foundational Black Americans, we're already building what little communities that we have. For example, down in Atlanta, I was just in Atlanta. They got some great things going on down in Atlanta. A lot of Black businesses there. Foundational Black Americans got a Black Wall Street type of mall area down there. So that groundwork is already being done. There's a sister down there that I'm going to meet up with again. My brother Raheem Shabazz hooked me up with her. She has a lot of acres of land where she's building a town out there in Georgia, and they're getting a lot of people to invest. I'm going to invest in that property as well. So we're already doing stuff like that. We're doing that. We're already doing that while we're
Very
waiting
interesting.
for reparations. Let's be clear. We're not just sitting around doing nothing waiting on reparations. All right. Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
We're already building. We're already doing stuff. I'm still getting the museum. When I find a place, I'm still getting the museum. So we're building, getting property, acquiring land, acquiring buildings, and all of that. And we're still trying to get those reparation packages popping off too. So we can multitask. We can do both, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Sounding good.
Thank you so much.
I'm not. You're
All right, now D. Now you can talk, sir. Okay, what's his name? Doc Ellis, the Agent Noir.
Yep.
Okay, now you can talk. What's on your mind,
How
man?
we doing? I was just wondering if you think there's like a tax that should be taken from certain white people in this country that should maybe go towards the reparations.
A tax?
Yeah.
No, man, just the federal government, man. They got money. The federal government. It should come out of the federal government. The same money that they gave to Afghan refugees, the same money they give to Japanese and Asian groups, the same pool of money, the same COVID relief money that can go to us. Same thing. We don't have
All
to.
right.
Yeah, doesn't have to be a special. Go ahead.
To switch over to the Ukraine crisis,
Yeah,
do you think we should allow some of the Ukrainian women to come into America, or
the women.
the women?
Why? Why just?
I know. Well, so I guess they're not letting the men out. So just like the beautiful woman to come to America, just kind of wanted to get your take on that.
Okay. Now, where are you from, by the way?
From the East Coast.
Okay. Where'd your family immigrate here from?
Southern Italy.
Southern Italy. Okay, so you got a little black in you, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
That's kind of why I'm thinking about all these reparations and the taxation and stuff like that.
Right, because you got black in you. That's why you're thinking about it.
Pretty much.
But you're classified as white now, so you wouldn't qualify for the reparations, right?
I mean, it depends.
Well, that's part of the thing. You have to be a foundational Black American, and you, sir, you're not a foundational Black American.
All right. Well, I'm trying to No, go ahead.
But we'll look out for you. I can get you some ravioli and some spaghetti sauce.
The way I see it is, if you're like 2% Cherokee, you can own a casino in the U.S.
If it, probably the white ones, they'll let the white looking ones do that. They don't let the dark skinned natives do that at all.
Cherokees.
Yeah. But anyway, like I said, look, man, if I get some reparations, even though you're not qualified, you got a little black in you. So I get you some Lowry seasoning salt and some pasta. I'll do that for you, my good buddy.
Well, do I take at least like some of the reparation taxation?
No. It'll come out of your tax dollars, but you can't. You're not qualified to receive a check. We get a check. You're not qualified. But I will. But I'll give you a coupon to Olive Garden. That's the best I can do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. All right, Miss B, Miss Berry, Miss Berry. How are you, Miss Berry? Hop on.
Hey, Tariq.
Hey, Miss Berry. How are you, dear?
I am doing great. I'm calling you from Chicago.
What's on your mind, dear?
Just one quick question, and then I'll be brief. What would be your what do you suggest that the everyday person do, like, who don't have a platform or anything like that, besides voting, to keep this reparations momentum going? Like, what can we do?
With certain representatives, especially out here in California, and even if you're in other places, you don't have to be in California. But when you get these reparation task force going on, and they got a bunch of non-FBAs on it, y'all can get on the phone and start hitting these folks up and start hitting up these offices and letting them know displeasure, because a lot of them do a lot of stuff in anonymity. They do it behind closed doors, and people don't know about them. So. we start putting these people into the forefront and letting you know who they are and publicly speaking on them on social media and other platforms, exposing who they are, that's the way that you can let folks know who's with the flim flam out here. Because there's a lot of folks out here trying to flim flam everybody. So using your social media, even if you don't have a lot of followers, a lot of people tweeting about the same thing, even if they don't have individual followers that's in large numbers, that makes an impact. Okay. All right, let's see who else we got. A lot of folks in here. All right. Let me get some new faces in here. Let's get Andres, and then we'll get the Jehovah, and then we'll get the Soul Novus. A lot of folks in here. And we'll get all right, we got quite a few people in here. Then we'll get 20 Twin. I get 20 Twin in here. All right, let's make it real quick. All right, Andres, turn your microphone on, sir.
Peace, family. What's going on, man?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Andres?
Man, all is well. All is well, man. I was looking at you. Well, just to get it out of the way, I'm half FBA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm black.
Where's your
I'm black.
other
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the other part of the family? Where they from?
My father is from Honduras.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting? Like, you know, I was looking at the title of this particular space, and I was like thinking about a conversation that I was having, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you know, but you only half black." I was like, "Nah, first of all, I'm all the way black." And it was my father, who's from Honduras, who told me I'm black. And when I had that conversation with him, I was young, so I didn't really understand race and this, that, and the third or whatever. But you know, I could tell by his face. He was like, "Hey, it don't matter where I'm from, I'm black." And
Yes.
no matter how many books my mama gave me, and you know, reading about the Hebrew Israelites and the Nation of Islam, and all of these different books that I've been reading, and all of that, it wasn't until my father said, "I'm black." From that day on, I think I was probably like 12, and now I'm pushing 40. And listen, I'm black first, and
No doubt.
you know what I'm saying. And just
Uh,
real quick,
Thank you so much, bro. Let me get Jehovah. Jehovah, how are you, sir?
Hey, what's up, Flex, man?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing, man? I've been following you for a long time. I just had one real question.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I'm from Texas. I'm from Austin.
Cool.
You know, we talk about reparations and stuff. Do you think the dominant society? Do you think they'll willingly, you know, give up reparations, or will it be, you know, like as far as legislation or like a bill or something, or will it be? Do you think it'll come down to force? I don't know if you ever answered this question before, but I just wanted to know.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm answering things as politically correct as possible, because when people call up talking about force and are we gonna have to kill some crackers? Yeah, okay, all right. You know, I don't know where y'all from, but you know, certain thing. I don't talk about stuff like that on no damn internet. You know, those kind of discussions. I don't even know where y'all coming from with that. Certain things. Why you wouldn't talk about certain things like that online? You know, which is real interesting right there. But I say, this is what I'm saying: people who have an agenda and they have a code, they can get anything done they want to get done. All right. Sometimes you don't have to sit up here and say every single thing or every potential thing, because a lot of y'all, I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're talking about. Certain things like that, I don't even discuss those things online. You understand? But again, I'm talking about certain techniques and tactics you can use within the voting process where you can strategically pull out and you don't support these parties, and when you do not support a party and you do not support a system that's not going to do anything for you, you will come up with ways to produce justice. You will come up with ways. I don't know what some of those ways are, but you'll come up with ways. Now, some of these other people, I don't know where they're coming from by saying certain things online. I don't know what their agenda is. But, certain things I really don't discuss like that. But let's get Solo Nice. Solo Nice. Hop on, brother.
Hey, I just want to give you props, man. And
Yeah.
I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I, I probably gonna get a little trouble with you with this, but way back in the day before I joined the military, I used to back in like 2005, I used to burn your DVDs. I had torrented your DVDs, and honest to God, bro, honest to God, swear on the Quran, the Bible, whatever Egyptology book, we didn't have any knowledge about Tulsa race riots,
Mm,
not for my age.
yeah.
And when I was passing out those DVDs, there was this. I think this was Hidden Colors One, man.
Yeah.
The uptick of knowledge on the Tulsa race riots, especially among people my age. I'm 30, 37, and at that time I was in my 20s. So going in the military, that was another thing. Like in San Diego, there wasn't anybody there that knew anything about that. So for me, I appreciate that. Now, you guys talking about reparations, and I'm gonna leave at this. One of the things here in Tulsa, it's really odd. I think you've been a purveyor of the uptick of stuff like this being talked about in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the woman earlier, I won't say young lady, who said, "How can we get the message out? Word of mouth."
Yeah.
And by what I did and what I'm seeing out in the streets of Tulsa, it is a lot of coon. I've seen some of the videos you did. It is a lot of cooning out here. I don't know what
Yeah.
that's about, but
Well,
word of mouth is very powerful, and I'll
yeah.
end with that.
Thank you so much, brother. Let's get Kevin B. Mr. Kevin B in here.
Hey, Tariq.
Hey, Kevin Beavers. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Where you from, Kevin?
I'm from Alabama.
There you go. Cool. So what's on your mind?
I wanted to, well, I was going to tell you that I support reparations.
Okay.
And I was going to ask you, what Democrat do you support? Well, the one I support the most is Andrew Yang.
Okay.
But I was going to ask you what you think about him, or if there's somebody else. I know that you don't like Democrats, really.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Yang. And I really don't like any of them right now because they're not talking about helping foundational Black Americans. So there's none that I can really rock with right now because they've all disrespected foundational Black Americans.
Cory Booker?
Oh, Lord, no. He's one of the worst.
Really?
Yeah, he's none of them are really supporting foundational Black Americans. And that's the thing. If you're for reparations, we need you, people in the dominant white society, to get out here and be loud about it and say, hey, these foundational Black Americans need reparations in the form of checks. The 40 acres and the mule policy needs to be respected and honored right now. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I support. Well,
There
I
you
don't
go.
know specifically, but
specifically. Oh,
I don't know about the 40 acres. What constitute reparations in your opinion?
Money, cash.
Well, yeah,
cash.
I support that.
Yeah,
I
cash.
figured that there will be some issues, but I think that we should get into it.
Right. There's not going to be any issues. Just cash payments, the same they gave some Afghan refugees cash payments. Asian people, they give them cash payments. Their organizations, even white LGBT organizations, they're giving them money. They give money to these organizations. So same thing with them. They just give us cash payments, and we'll be good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Thank you so much, Kevin. All right, we got white people who agree with it. All right. That's why I don't want to hear any problems from any Black person. All right. Black people, I want Black people to listen. Stop being Black people act scared. Now, how are we gonna get it? How are we gonna get that money? The hell y'all acting scared for? Just tell them, hey, give us what you owe. Put your foot down as a collective, as a group. The problem is black folks start getting scared. Oh, these white folks ain't gonna like me. Oh Lord, these, y'all start bucking your eyes, thinking that the white folks are gonna be mad at you. They're gonna be mad at you regardless. Be mad with some money in your pocket. What's up, Ahmed? Then I get 20 Twin next. But Ahmed, turn your microphone on. All right. Let's get Ahmed.
Yo.
What's up, Ahmed?
Yo, what's up, Tariq?
I'm good. Now, where are you from, Ahmed?
I'm from London, innit?
London. Where are you originally from?
Me, Eritrean. I'm Eritrean originally.
There you go. So what's on your mind?
So how much do you think this reparations, how much do you think people should get?
20 trillion for starters. 20 trillion for starters for foundational Black American. That's a start. Let's start with there, right?
And how are they going to do that?
With the federal government money that was generated from free Black labor. The only reason this government is so powerful and wealthy is because of the free labor of my family that was never compensated. That's how.
Would that include American Indians, or was that just...
We are the American Indians and Aboriginals. Many Black people are that. And we became foundational Black Americans when we were enslaved and mixed in with other Black Aboriginals and Black people from the diaspora. So we became a group. And part of those people were part of the Black Aboriginals that were already on this land. But the red Native Americans had no bearing on the building of the United States. So they do not count. And plus, they're already getting forms of reparations anyway.
Okay,
Right?
so if you're African, you're not going to get it.
How would you get reparations and you're not a descendant of the people who built the country? How does that work?
Well, aren't you African originally?
Hell, everybody on the planet is African originally. I'm talking about who's a foundational Black American. Everybody's not a foundational Black American. Right?
Well, what's a foundational Black American? Isn't that just an African American?
No. That's not an African American. I'm not an African American. Nobody in my family has lived in Africa for centuries. So how am I an African American?
Yeah, but your ancestors lived in Africa. They came from Africa.
Ancestors lived in Africa, sir. Jamaicans don't call themselves African Jamaicans, do they?
Yeah, but they're originally from Africans as well,
I
aren't
know
they?
that.
They're Black.
I know that, but they don't call themselves African Jamaicans. They call themselves Jamaicans. Why is that?
Yeah, just the same way as you guys call yourself African Americans.
Why do Jamaicans call themselves Jamaicans and not African Jamaicans? Why do Haitians say Haitians instead of African Haitians? Why do Trinidadians say Trinidadians instead of African Trinidadians?
Because that's their culture, isn't it? That's like their race, isn't it?
That's their culture. Right.
So you're saying FBA is a culture, it's not a...
Yes. We have the same culture. They have distinct cultures in Jamaica that's distinct from African culture. They have distinct cultures in Haiti that's distinct from African culture. They have distinct cultures in Trinidad that's distinct from African culture. We, as foundational Black Americans, we have distinct cultures that's distinct from African cultures, right?
Okay, but do you think the government will ever pay out the
Yes.
20 trillion?
Yes, they will.
Realistically, do you think that's going to happen, or is that just...
Yes, they will. They will, sir. Realistic. Now, why you now, sir? Why do you seem so frustrated by that? Because this really...
I'm not frustrated. I just think that's
frustrated. Why do you sound so upset about that? Why? What? It's bothering you. Why do you sound bothered by it?
I'm not bothered. I'm just saying that doesn't sound realistic.
It's realistic. But either way, why does that matter to you? Either way, why are you even concerned about it?
Nah, to me, it just doesn't make sense. And FBA doesn't make any sense. You're African American. You're originally from Africa.
We're not. But you just said that Caribbean people have their culture.
No, you may have a culture, but still, your heritage. You're still an African, isn't it? Your ancestors are from Africa, so you're kind of like...
ancestors are from Africa, sir. Everybody.
So you're saying you should get respiration just because of your culture, nothing else?
Because of our lineage.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, okay, it makes sense, yeah.
Our lineage. We should get reparations because my family suffered and built and didn't get compensated, and the negative pushback was passed down to me.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think this government's gonna offer you that 20 trillion? Do you think this
They're not
government,
for nothing. We have to push and make it happen, sir. But we're foundational Black Americans. We can do that. When we get our minds right, we get whatever we want, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm just saying, do you think realistically this government is gonna, offer you that? Are they gonna accept, respiration for everyone for 20 billion? I mean, that sounds, or 20 trillion, whatever you said. I
Trillion.
don't.
With a T, 20 trillion, sir.
Trillion, yeah.
Yeah, we're serious about it. We'll make it. We're going to make them do it. We're going to force that. We're going to make them do it. We're going to make sure that we get what we need, or we will not support that process. This is why the Democrats and they're scrambling right now because they see they don't have any support. So we're going to make it happen. But it just seems like you seem like it's bothering you for some reason.
Now, it just seems that you hating on Africans, isn't it? That's the thing, isn't it?
There we go.
You know.
Oh, I knew it was some projection coming. That's why you say it's a projection.
No, but why do you hate Africans? What have we done to you?
You centered yourself in our conversation.
I'm just saying, I see a lot of hate from you, innit?
We're not talking about Africans.
Well, you talk a lot about Africans, especially East Africans. I don't know why you hate East Africans a lot.
You're projecting, and you centered yourself in our conversation. You called up here. I'm not in none of your spaces. You know why I'm not in your spaces?
No, I've heard a few of your spaces, and you do kind of go hard on East Africans.
No,
you kind of pick and choose as well. It's quite interesting. You kind of pick and choose who
Sir, you're
which countries.
No, I don't, sir. You're projecting. That's you projecting, sir. You're out of sight, out of mind. Do you really think that foundational Black Americans, with all we got going on over here,
we're not talking about foundational Black Americans. We're talking about you, innit?
I'm talking about me and other foundational Black Americans. Do you think we're sitting around worrying about what you're doing in East Africa? Do you really think that? Ahmed?
Well, listen, yeah, I don't think that, but you clearly do, because you talk about East Africans in a lot of your spaces.
You called my spaces up, sir, just like you're doing now. You're calling up my spaces.
No, but let me ask you a question. Why do you hate East Africans?
You're projecting, sir. Why are you projecting?
No, but you project a lot of the time. Just tell me, like, why? Huh?
What do you have to hate?
No, you hate East Africans. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate no FBA.
Have something to hate. What do I hate that you have? You have to have something to hate.
Culture. That's what we have.
Culture.
Yeah, that's what you hate.
What's your culture, sir?
We have we have. What do you mean? What's my culture?
You're stuttering, sir. You said we hate your culture, and I'm asking you, what is your culture?
Eritreans have culture, so I don't know why you asked me a question like that. You know what culture is. I've replied to your question, which was
what's your culture, sir? Wow. So quiet. Why is it so quiet?
What's your culture? What's the FBA culture?
Food, every single music genre, that every single music genre, clothing.
Isn't that just African culture?
No.
Isn't it part of African culture?
No.
Oh, it's not, yeah. So music, food.
R&B and hip hop is not African culture, sir.
So where does it come from then?
It comes from foundational Black Americans. Are you trying to say that hip hop comes from Africa, sir?
Well, the people that are singing are African, so yeah, technically, yeah, it comes from Africa.
Sir, name the African Rakim.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the
Name
Africans
the
aren't they?
African
They've come from
Rakim.
Africa.
Okay, then name the African Rakim or Nas.
The Africans, though, the ancestors are from Africa. So,
Sir, if it came from Africa, where are all the African MCs that are comparable to foundational Black American MCs?
the Africans, man. It's like Nipsey Hussle. What is he? Is he an African? Are you gonna claim him to be FBA?
And Nipsey is part FBA.
No.
His
There's no
FBA.
part. Come on, man. He's
I know his mom.
he's from Eritrea. So don't say he's part of this, part of that. That's
Yes,
what I'm saying. You're pick and choosing. Whoever you like, you're pick and choosing. Like,
sir, Nipsey was a very good friend of mine.
yeah, no, I
Nipsey's
ain't saying
mother.
anything bad about Nipsey. I'm just saying that he's African.
Sir, don't go there. Don't start talking out of place now, because now you're starting to talk.
No, but Nipsey is African, isn't he? He's Eritrean. So I'm just asking you.
He's also FBA. His mother is FBA. So Nipsey is a part of our culture as well, sir. You understand that?
Yeah, he's part of your culture. Okay.
That's
So
why
what's your culture?
That's why he respected foundational Black American culture. I'm telling you, our culture. Our culture is the modern toilet. Our culture is the modern refrigerator. Our culture
Isn't that just a European culture?
No, it's not, sir. No, it's not. Because foundational Black Americans created those things.
Well, they created the toilet, yeah. They created the toilet.
Potato chips, modern mac and cheese, so many other food dishes. I can just go on down the line. Dry cleaning, well, foundational Black Americans invented that. Part of our culture is light bulbs. We created the filament for light bulbs. That was Lewis Latimer. I can go all down the list of what foundational Black American culture is, sir. The things that you all enjoy, foundational Black Americans created those things. Hip hop, the R&B, rock and roll, country, bluegrass, jazz, I could just go all down the line, sir. That's our culture. Our culture is enjoyed by the world. The world enjoys our culture. What's your culture? Let's see, because you got kind of quiet. I just named some
the
of
thing
my.
is that's like a subculture,
Sir, I just named some of the things in foundational Black American culture. Name some of the things in yours. Go ahead. Come on, Ahmad. I'm trying to hear your culture.
I'm asking you, all those cultures, all those things you just named, that's a subculture, isn't it?
Sir, it's foundational Black American culture. What's yours? What's your culture? Wow, you get real quiet, don't you? Okay, Ahmad. So the fact that you can't even name what your culture is, when you come in these spaces, don't say somebody's trying to hate on you and you don't have nothing to hate on. You can't even name something that we hate on. You understand how that works, Ahmad? You don't have nothing for us to hate on. Therefore, we're not hating on you.
The point I was trying to make is you're just, you're very, you just like to just, hate on East Africans, for no reason. I don't understand why you hate East Africans.
Sir, you're just talking in circles. You just basically admitted you have nothing, not even a culture to hate on, sir. I gave you an opportunity to name this culture. You couldn't name one thing, sir. Not one.
Yeah, but you're trying to say that FBA is not They're not Africans. They're
Sir,
originally from Africa. That's
sir,
what I don't understand.
everybody comes from Africa.
No?
Yes, they do. But our
They don't.
culture is distinct from African culture. And you tried to say hip hop was African, and then I said name an MC comparable to a foundational Black American, and you couldn't do that, sir. Why? Why couldn't you do that if we're all the same?
Wait, how are you saying everyone's come from Africa? And you're like, aren't you a historian? Don't you know about history?
Yeah, everybody's DNA. Everybody came out of Africa. Africa was the birthplace of mankind. Every human being can trace their lineage back to Africa. Right?
Nah, that doesn't make sense.
How does that not make sense? This is science, sir. The first people on the planet out of Africa, then they walked around the planet. They traveled around the planet. They sailed around the planet. They started from Africa, sir. Look, just Google the out of Africa theory.
Yeah,
Right?
but why don't you ask me this question? Why do you hate East Africans? Like, why? I don't
Sir,
get. Why do you hate Africans in general?
okay, you're just trolling at this point, sir. You're
No,
trolling.
I'm asking you a question. Like, why? Why do you hate East Africans?
You're just trolling because you run out of troll material. So now you're just saying the same thing over and over again.
Like, you're how old are you? You're like, what, 40?
Sir, stop it, sir.
No, but I don't understand. Why do you hate East Africans? Just answer me the question. Why do you like always, talk bad on East Africans?
Again, sir, just projecting, and we don't want to hear you project anymore. This is your way of tapping out. When people repeat the same thing over and over, that's called tapping out, and you're just trying to save face, sir. So I'm going to allow you to tap out with dignity, okay?
Okay, all right, cool.
Have a good day, sir. All right. Now, wasn't I very respectful? I was very respectful. Foundational Black Americans always check them when they try to play that culture nonsense. Always check them. For a long time, we sit here and let these people talk about some damn culture. They don't have no damn culture. We are the culture. All the culture is over here that we created. We've sat here and let these people talk about, well, y'all ain't got no culture. We are the culture. We are the damn culture. That's a projection that they like to spew. They don't have no culture. They're sitting and talk about a culture. They don't have no damn culture. When I asked this man, tell us what your culture is, he couldn't tell you nothing. All of them are like that. There's a reason why they have to bounce. Don't ever let them run that culture nonsense on you. We, as foundational Black Americans, we are the culture. Everything that's fly about what's over here culturally, we created it. Everything that's fly about it. Don't ever forget that. 2020, hop on, please.
Professor Flex, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, sir? How are you?
How you doing, man?
I'm
There's
good, brother. Go ahead.
two things that we need to be looking out when it comes to this reparations fight. Number one, the language.
Yes.
The language definitely has to be tight because, throughout history, the white supremacists love throwing word salad in the game. So we definitely have to make sure the language is tight.
Yes.
And number two, look out for the Rachel Dolezals that's going to start popping up out of nowhere.
Yes.
And
the $5
also,
FBAs. $5 FBAs. Yeah.
and also, too, be looking out for this term as well, transracial.
Yeah.
Transracial. I believe, if reparations was to get passed, you're going to start seeing a lot of these transracial cats coming out.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to say, brother. Thanks for letting me on. Continue pounding that FBA drumbeat.
Much respect, man. My man had some very good points. Very good points my brother just spewed right there. Man, you're going to see a bunch of $5 FBAs popping up there. If you listen to some of these calls, they're already trying to angle themselves in the conversation. If you listen to some of these calls, even in some of these lives that we do, there's some people who kind of, hey, I'm white, but I got a great great grandmother who was on a plantation, so I'm a descendant of slaves too. So they're already trying to angle and position themselves, guys. Y'all better. My man hit a very good point. Y'all better watch out for this stuff because some of the Rachel Dolezals are coming. The $5 FBAs, they are coming. Y'all better be ready for it. This is why the language has to be super, super tight. We got to be Trump tight with that language. Let's get some people in here. Let's get Marlo Manny. Let's get Marlo Manny in here. Raise your hand, family, if you want to get in. If you're ready to get in, Marlo Manny, I think I said Manny. All right.
Hello.
What's up, Marlo?
Oh, what's up, Flex? My bad. I just wanted to give a warning. There was some spaces I was in and try to hashtag your name and try to make it like FBA. but they try to flip it and switch it to make it look like you're just a group. We're all just a group. Eight us is just a group, and y'all just need to watch out for them spaces. I was trying to get in and listen, see if some good game, but it's not. People just use your name and try to flip it into a narrative they want to flip it
Right.
to.
Of course, it's just bitch ass dudes, trying to get attention, and that's part of the game too. So those are the time wasting mechanisms too. We gotta watch out for tethers. There's a lot of $5 FBAs, people pretending to be FBA in order to create these spaces just for attention. So that is what it is. I don't trip on that too much because whenever you do anything constructive, there's going to be bitch niggas around. So that's part of the game. All right. Let's let me see a few people in here. Let's get Cree John. I think that's your name. Let's get Cree John in here and the sister with the Trinea with the purple lipstick. All right, let's get a couple of folks in here. Cree John.
Yeah, Flex, what's happening?
What's up, brother?
What's happening, man? FBA out here in Florida, give you a call. I talked to you before, but it's just so funny how when we are claiming who we are, everybody have a problem with it. And like you said, we are the culture. You can't, if they say, we always hear Americans, y'all need to leave this country. We've heard that for many years here. If we left,
Right.
this would be nothing. Everyone would destroy the world if it wasn't for FBA. FBA is the culture everywhere we go. And now that, you lead in the front, I know, you say you're not a leader, but you're out front. And we
Right.
just claiming who we are, and that everybody has a problem. We don't give a damn. We never cared that anybody else did it ever. Never said anything once. When you have the banners, now that I got my FBA flag on my car, everybody want to have a problem with it. It's just funny to
Yeah.
me, man. But like you say, bro, keep going, keep on applying that pressure on them, and we got this, bro.
Much respect, fam. Just like the guy who called earlier when notice he was like, why are y'all calling yourself FBA? Aren't you just African? Because he couldn't latch on. He was trying to latch Africans onto us. And I kept saying, hey, we're not African. Then all of a sudden it became, why you hating us then? Why you hate us? Why you hate us? Why you hate us? Then it became this gaslighting thing. Because we're not allowing people to latch on to us, then it turns into why you hate us? Why you hate us? Which is another time-wasting mechanism. But go ahead, sister. How are you? Trinea?
Yes.
Okay, sister. Are you in your car right now, dear? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Trinea. Are you in your car right now?
I'm actually a truck driver. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a loud ass truck, ma'am.
Wait.
Lord,
I love you, Tyree.
what kind of
I love
truck
you,
is that?
brother. Yes. I'm here in Arizona. I'm driving through Arizona right now. I'm going to Florida. But I love you, Tariq. I love you so much. I have all the hidden colors, 1804. But I wanted to, and we damn sure are getting them reparations. It's coming to us.
Yes,
But I
indeed.
also want to say this, Tariq, and I'll let you go. Um, I'm gonna be petty right now. I'm gonna be petty, and I'm from
Oh,
Cali.
okay.
I was doing a little research. Do you know that Nigerian women are mail order brides? Kenya women, mail order brides. Ghana women are mail order brides. And that little Somalian that was on the phone, Somalian women are even mail order brides for European men, men in Canada, and men over here in the US. Isn't that something? Just
Yeah.
wanted to leave you with that.
There you go. All right. Now, sister, you be safe out there on that truck. Hold on. I hear your theme song. Hold on. I hear your theme song for your truck.
Oh my God.
All right, sister.
Oh
All right, sister. With that Fred Sanford truck you got, sister.
my
All right. That loud ass truck. Lord. That sister truck is loud as hell. Let me get my sister Sharice Crawford on here. I got Sharice Crawford. That's my sister. Sharice Crawford, how are you, dear? Let's get Sharice in here.
Hey there, how's everyone doing?
We are good. How are you, Miss
It
Sharice?
doesn't matter what platform I go to, I always seem to find you with the masses. And
Yes.
it's
Yes.
almost like glue, some type of universal magnet. So I'm grateful for that. I learned so much as I attempt to educate my young people. I have an entire generation of young people right now who are making up 95% of the population of violent crimes. And I know it
Mm,
is solely based on the fact that we have failed in many occasions, and one of them is to foundationally ground them in their identity.
yes.
So I can't
Yes.
engage in the public debate on whether or not CRT is a thing. I mean, the public debate in itself is a distraction. Uh, it
Yeah.
just needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Tariq.
Now, are you running for office right now,
Right
dear?
now, Tariq, right at this very moment.
So you're running for city council out there in DC?
Yes.
Where can people go and support your electoral efforts, ma'am?
The fact that you would even that really means a lot to me. You probably know I'm in the fight of my life right now. You can
Mm-hmm.
go to crawfordatlarge.com. Uh, we are available to receive all of your contributions, no matter where in the world you're located. The maximum we can receive is $100 per person, because I don't do pay to play, and I am unbought and unbossed. Uh,
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir.
but our doors are open. We accept your contributions. We are in the fight of our lives here in the District of Columbia. It is a war on our babies, and the only answer the current leadership has basically is to lock them all up and starve them economically. And we know
Wow.
that when you starve a village economically, the consequence is war.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you. All right, let's get my brother Nas on here. What's up, brother Nas? Hop on. My brother Nas Esco.
What's going on, Tariq?
What's going on, family? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I had to decompress after that thing earlier today, man. After that thing earlier today, man, I fell asleep, man. It just knocked me out. It knocked me out.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, man. It's draining the finesse that they're trying to do out here, man. It's draining.
Yeah, and you can tell they weren't, and that's the only reason I raised my hand is to say that they weren't ready for the onslaught of people calling in and people saying lineage, 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 lineage. Like it was just nonstop.
Yeah. 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 They thought it was going to be an easy finesse, and they thought they were going to kind of do this under the radar, I think. And people came in like, hey, no, 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 this is a lineage thing. All of this, who's eligible, it's not even a question of who's eligible for reparations. The lineage, people who have a lineage to slavery in America, everything else is obsolete. And boy, they're postponing things and stalling. Man, we have to call this stuff out and let this thing crash and burn if they're going to play little games with it.
Exactly. And I think I actually feel like we need to like really do a deep dive on these people on that commission because that Lisa Holder lately, if you look at those videos, just look at Lisa Holder's face every time lineage comes up because she's some type of lawyer, 20 years in the game. I imagine she's been failing for a long time. And this
Mhm.
reparations thing, this is her big chance. And
Yeah,
if she could turn it to all black people, then she could be in court for the rest of her life and just make
yeah,
a big bag off of us and we get nothing.
yeah,
And I
really.
just want to say when she started talking about her baby, look, I don't want nobody to have a bad situation where somebody, they lose their baby. But when she tried that fake sympathy thing, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But that's all I wanted to say, Tariq.
Thank you so much, fam. See, the thing is, we got to understand, fam, a lot of these people, they are co opted by the Democrats. A lot of the Democrats send these shills out here, and they're trying to find new versions of Clyburn, Negro whisperers. They need black folks to go out here and Negro whisper to the black masses to get us in line to dangle a carrot in front of our faces in order to get us to vote no matter what. I want y'all to understand the political game. What they do, they don't want to give black folks nothing, foundational black Americans anything. but they have to get us to vote. So they got these people out here to sit around and make the promises for the white Democrats. They go out here and say what they're trying. I'm trying. I'm working hard. I'm out here. I'm really out here. I'm really trying to make something happen. Just support me and support the Democrats. I'm out here trying. These are Negro whisperers. Because when we start talking about something real, these niggas get to rolling their eyes. They get to huffing and puffing. They start blocking you. And we say, no, we have to stop stalling. Let's stop wasting time with this reparations conversation. This whole thing about who's eligible, that's not even a debate. Only one group is eligible. And the fact that they're trying to stall and crowbar all of these other groups, that right there shows that it's already raggedy. The game is already flawed with these people. So we have to start calling this stuff out and calling these groups out. We cannot allow no type of finesse. All right, let's get some more folks up in here. All right, let's get let me see. We got a lot of folks in here. All right. Listen, what's up, John Walter Lewis? Let's get John Walter Lewis here. All right, John Walter.
Sign fan of you, bro.
My man, what's going on with
Man,
you, bro?
nothing much, man. Just to kind of elaborate on that bullshit that AJ said about it being nonsense. We just experienced this past COVID that the government just gave trillions of dollars to Americans to bail them
Yeah,
out. So that's nonsense to say that it's bullshit that we can't get reparations. And so that's pretty much what I just wanted to say. When people say that whole narrative about it not making sense, it makes complete sense. Because if they were able to give trillions of dollars to pretty much everyone, whether you were unemployed to the person that is self-employed, then they can definitely give us our reparations.
absolutely. But thank you so
No
much, brother.
problem.
Yeah, yeah. They start trying to say, "Oh, this is ridiculous" and all that because they're not included. Because they're not included. And when that guy called up, the non-FBA dude, you can hear the frustration in his voice. He's all huffing and puffing. I'm like, listen, reparations are for foundational Black Americans, but you're African. No, we're not African. He's all huffing and puffing. I'm like, why are you mad? Because see, other groups have been leeching off of us, man. They know they've been leeching off us. And now that we're saying, hey, the leeching game is going to stop, everybody's going to have to kind of hold their own nuts. Oh, you hate us. Why do you hate us so much? Man, y'all not about to guilt trip nobody with that. Hold your own nuts. What's up, Roy? Turn your microphone on, Roy. We got a lot of folks in here right now.
Yeah, hello.
What's up, Roy?
Yeah, how's it going? So I had two questions.
Yeah.
First question is, if they don't give us a payout, do you think tax exempt would be a good strategy to go for, or no?
Um, that's something we can try, but we're gonna have to get that payment. We're gonna need that payment. We need that money. We got to really focus on that because we can try different tactics, but we really need to focus on cash payments because I don't want them to try to give us education vouchers or none of this crazy stuff. Cash. But go ahead. Next question, sir.
Indeed. So the next question is, so I hear a lot with other Black people that's not Black American, and also Black Americans. It's like I see it as infighting. Do you think that the white supremacists could be online perpetuating a lot of it, like making fake screen names and shit like that?
No, I think these are genuine tethers who really have a bug in their ass about foundational Black Americans. We got to understand it. The white people ain't making them do it. Let's stop that. A lot of these folks got a lot of jealousy and contempt for foundational Black Americans, and they're letting us know how they really feel. So yeah, the white supremacists, they've been calling up some of these guys. They'll call up and they'll try to be slick, but a lot of these folks, nobody's putting them up to it. A lot of them just kind of have a certain vitriol for foundational Black Americans. All right, let's get some other folks in here. Let's get and I ain't gonna be on too long. All right, I always say that. Who is this? Foreign Yard. All right, Foreign Yard, hop on. All right, foreign yard, hop on. And let's see. Hello, foreign yard. Turn your microphone on. Foreign yard. All right. Do not request if you know your phone is janky. If you want to get on, raise your hand right now. Let's get Dirt Dog in here. Dirt Dog, I see, what's up, Rah Rah? Ree-Rah. Let's get Ree-Rah in here next. All right. All right, Dirt Dog.
Hey, Tariq, can
This
you hear me?
person. I can hear you, Dirt Dog. How are
Hey,
you?
man, it's an honor and a privilege, brother, from the bottom of my heart, man. I love the work you're
Man,
doing. I love the work you're doing, bro.
thank, thank you, sir.
I don't,
What's on your mind, brother?
I don't understand why people can't understand our plight, our claim is against the U.S. government. From the Devil's
Right.
Punch Bowl to Winston-Salem to Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta to Tulsa, Oklahoma, to everything that has happened to FBA in this country, the U.S. government sanctioned that, from sending troops to benign neglect to just turning to just not doing nothing,
Yeah.
from these land grant colleges where they brought these white immigrants in here with the promise of you get your guns, you get your two slaves, you get your however many acres of land, and you could go online and Google and find all these flyers where the U.S. government is encouraging people from Europe to come over here and take advantage of this new source of capital that the world has in FBA people. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand why people just can't grasp that concept and keep jumping in trying to, well, why do you hate Africans, and why is this, why is that? And my second thing is, when somebody else is talking, when another group of people is talking, and it's out of your depth and it's out of your league and it ain't got nothing to do with you, you're supposed to be sitting back taking notes. So
Right.
you could take the same shit that we talking, point out the unique circumstances and history of your own people in Nigeria, in Trinidad,
Mm-hmm.
in Eritrea, in Djibouti, in Somalia, wherever the fuck you from. White supremacy has had a hand in what your country is doing right now. Pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to us the same way you paying attention to us to find out how to rock your jewelry. The same way you trying to figure out, your ladies trying to figure out how to twerk like the black women in the clubs up here. The same way y'all trying
Mm-hmm.
to figure out how to rock your hat to the left, to the side, or wear your white tee a certain type of way. The same way y'all sitting around trying to figure out how to do that is the same way y'all need to be studying what FBA is doing to get our paper right, and to rectify, to start to rectify the travesties and the horrors that have been done to our people.
Real talk, man. Thank you so much, brother. My man made some good points, man. Look, we as foundational Black Americans, man, when we put our mind to something, we'll get stuff popping. When we get focused and we get codified and we keep standing up, we keep hitting the bricks, we get whatever we want knocked out. Family, today, they got a federal conviction of those race soldiers that helped assist the race soldier who killed George Floyd. You understand? That was foundational Black Americans out here in the streets making all of that happen. For a long time, they were protecting these race soldiers. So now we're seeing a lot of convictions left and right. Now we got some of these judges running interference. That's another thing. That's another fight. We got time. We're putting these judges on Front Street now. These judges, they're doing these desperate measures of having these judges do the dirty work. As we saw in the Kyle Rittenhouse case, that sloppy nonsense they were doing where the judge is going to sit up here and act like the defense. That's another tactic that they're using because they're desperate. But we got time for that too. We as FBA, man, we make stuff happen. We ain't gonna sit here and just talk about, well, the damn government is doing this and that, man. We handle that. Even if we are the minority, we're going to go out here and try to make sure justice is served. We're going to produce justice. We don't leave it up to chance. These things are not happening because of the goodness of the dominant society. Black folks are out here hitting the streets, making this stuff happen. This is the spirit of foundational Black Americans. That's part of our culture too. Stepping to white supremacists and producing justice. That's a part of foundational Black American culture. Okay? If we want to talk about culture, stepping to white supremacists and systematic white supremacy and producing justice. That's a part of FBA culture, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get a couple of calls in here, a couple of more calls. Let's get Abu, the researcher. Abu, the researcher. Abu, step on up. Hello, Abu. Now, Abu, your name is Abu, the researcher. You should have researched a better phone plan so that your phone could work properly, sir. So you're not that good of a researcher if you cannot get your phone to work correctly. All right. All right, let's get Son of Black Male Studies. Let's get him in here. What's up, brother? And then let's get let me see, Young Patriarch. I get Young Patriarch next. All right. All right, some of y'all. All right. Raise your hand if you want to get in. Okay. Let's get Monsoon. All right. Who is this? Conservative Chris. Let's get Conservative Chris Forte in here. All right. All right. Let's get Monsoon.
What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Monsoon? How
Bro,
are you?
I appreciate you, man. I'm serious, bro. We need this. We really do. And I know I speak for a lot of us FBAs, man. I've been at this a long time, bro. A long time, even before we decided to get reparations or decided to pursue reparations. But I just want to say this. When is your next conference? When are we going to have another conference?
Yeah, well, stuff is opening up now, finally. So stuff is opening up. So that I don't know yet because I'm working on several movies right now. We're still trying to get the museum popping. So I will keep everyone posted on when we're going to have another conference because we do need one. But stuff is just now opening up. Let's get Conservative Chris in here. Let's get Conservative Chris. Turn your microphone on, Conservative Chris.
Okay, can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you. How are you, Conservative Chris?
I'm doing well, and I appreciate you asking. How are you?
I am good. Now, Chris, where are you from, sir?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. Well, now, where's your family from?
Detroit in Alabama.
Okay, so are you a descendant of slaves in America?
Yes.
Okay, you sounded unsure about that. You sure?
Yeah, I just don't like that being the focal point of my life, being a descendant of a slave. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, to answer your question, yes.
It's not about being a focal point. It's history is history. Either you're a foundational Black American or you're not, sir. So that wouldn't be a focal point. That's just a historic fact, if it's a fact.
Yeah, and indeed it is.
Okay.
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 All right, so I just had to go ahead.
Go ahead. So what's your question, sir?
My question was, if we're looking for reparations and looking for the government or whoever the powers that be to employ that, and then with everything going on in the world as it is, are we to, in order to get a reparations, are we to assume that white people will even have power for that much longer? Like with everything that's going on in the world, in order for us to get reparations and truly discuss this with them, they have to be in a position of power to even grant that. And do we want reparations or do we want out of this system?
Sir, they're in power now. They're giving money to other groups now. They have the power to give money to Afghan refugees. Now they have money to give to Asians because of Asian hate crimes. They have money to give to families of Hispanic people who were harmed at the border. They got money for that. They got money for white LGBT people who were discriminated against. So why shouldn't they have money for Foundation of Black Americans, sir?
Because all the people that you just named have some type of resource or product that they can barter with in exchange for some type of civil liberties.
What
Or
resource do non-citizens have?
well, the Afghans can negotiate oil and whatever thing they have going on over there. The LGBT has a large group of elite people that have money that can have to influence and lobbyists and things like that. And the Chinese have a workforce and can produce cheap goods. So everybody that you name have something to offer. And what we're offering, like the brother said, is a way to wear our hat or a chain or how to twerk, right? This is what we're offering. And eventually, if they can replace us with a Latin twerker or a Jamaican person that can wear a chain just
Hold
as
on.
fly as us, then
Wait,
we're
wait.
replaced.
So no, wait a minute. They don't need oil from Afghanistan. They can get oil anywhere. So that's not a barter. That's not a bargaining chip, sir. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, I wanted to, well, to be honest, heroin.
But
Okay, so
yeah,
they have a big poppy field. Okay, that's what they really can get from there,
they
right? And
can
that's
just
the main reason why they're over there. But
they don't need to barter that. The army can go over there, which is what they do, and just take over. They don't need to barter that, sir. What are you
so
talking about?
so why have they been bartering, Tariq? You're acting like they haven't been
They,
negotiating and
they
leaving
haven't
weapons over
bartered.
there and leaving Americans. You act like they haven't been bartering, Tariq.
They, you act like they haven't just went over there and took over. They just go over there and say, "Hey, weapons of mass destruction. This is our poppy field now." What's stopping them from doing that? We got the most powerful army in the world, sir. What are you saying?
Are you aware that we just left all our weapons over there and brought our troops back? And I'm not going to just. I don't know. I believe we've been bartering with these people, Tariq. But if you want to choose this one country and say we don't
I'm
need to barter with them, okay,
breaking down everything you're saying, and then you said Chinese. They got cheap labor. They ain't bartering that. That's not a
they're
barter.
not bartering cheap goods, Tariq.
That's not a barter. They're not
David,
barter.
that's their whole mo is cheap labor and cheap goods, Tariq. What's going on? Are we not in reality anymore? I mean,
Wait,
as
wait.
the FBA as
Slow,
what's happening?
slow down, slow
Okay,
down.
I'm just
Because
trying to figure out.
Asians are begging for them to be employed to give away that cheap labor. That's not a barter. They beg for them to take their products, sir. It's not a barter. And Hispanics, what are Hispanics bartering down there in Mexico when they come over here and get resources?
Cheap labor and drug trade.
Okay, Lord.
Yeah, this we talking real talk, Tariq. None of this FBA butt
Sir,
breaking movies. None
sir,
of this.
hold
Real
on.
talk, real talk.
Stop
This is what they're trading.
trolling. Don't troll. You're about to troll.
Okay, okay. I understand. You don't like to be
Better than that.
rebuttal, so that's called
No,
trolling. That's what
no,
I'm learning.
you're better than that, sir, because you don't want to go there. You said drugs. They're bartering drugs, brother.
Drug trade. Yes.
Sir,
Yes, Tariq. In the
that's
real
not,
world, in the adult world, Tariq, yes. In the
they can.
adult world, that's what's going on.
So are they bartering with El Chapo? They just got El Chapo and locked him up. Where's the bartering with that?
I don't know El Chapo's personal business, neither do you, Tariq, but you and I both know that there's something going on, right? And it's been going on for a long time.
You
So,
admit you're just saying stuff, sir. You're just saying stuff.
no, I did not admit that I'm saying something. I'm saying that you and I both don't know El Chapo's personal business, but you and I both
What
know
you
that
said,
there's definitely been some type of narcotic.
what you said, because now you're getting into trolling now, sir. You said they barter drugs. They can just go get a drug kingpin and lock them up. They don't have to barter anything with the drug kingpin, sir. You're just saying stuff right now. You're just saying stuff, sir. Chris, Chris. And then you start talking about twerking and okay, Chris, hop on, Chris. Turn your microphone on, Chris. Chris, Chris, turn your microphone.
I didn't know my mic was off. I didn't know you muted
There
me.
you go. There you go. Okay, so Chris, you're just saying stuff. So black culture. So it seems like you have a problem with black
I have a
culture.
pro I have a problem with black people. I have a
Yeah,
problem with how
you start talking about what black people are twerking and all of this stuff. So Why do
Yes,
you?
I go
So,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so the problem with black people is that they
Okay.
don't have anything to barter. They don't have black people don't have cheap labor, sir. Is that what you're saying?
Uh, not more than the Asian. No, not no. We don't have cheap. No, we don't. No, we don't, Tyree. We don't have black people wanting to work for cheap. No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, okay. So what should black people do as far as getting the resources that we need that everybody else gets? You said everybody else they can barter drugs and poppy fields and their
In,
labor. Black people, we don't have anything to barter. So what should black people, foundational black Americans, do for resources?
in reality, I think to put it simply, is simply figure out a way. People like you figure out a way to keep the male and the female together and
Oh,
to create a home, right? And then if when they pass, they can leave the life insurance. In a couple generations, we should be able to get back on some type of playing field. Just in a couple generations, just simply if we can stay together and use the life insurance and it's not like they're zoning us out anymore. They're not putting us in projects. So
so stay together and get life insurance.
yeah, I mean, this is simply a way to do it. Instead of that's the way I think. Instead of begging someone to, because I honestly don't want that money, Tariq. I don't want to accept that money. I
Because
don't. I feel. Go
because
ahead.
you're not FBA.
I am that I'm so tired of that argument, Tariq, and it's
You're
really
not,
redundant. I have light skinned parents. They're both black.
no,
Maybe I don't speak with the same jive.
you're $5 FBA. You're not a foundational black American. You're another $5 FBA. That's why when I asked you if you're a descendant of slaves, you paused because you had to think, should I lie? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lie. Most people don't lie about that or pause about that. Well, you pause before you lie. A lot of people will lie and pretend to be FBA. You're not FBA, Chris.
Is it easier to do that than actually have an intelligent conversation
You're
with me?
not,
Is it easier to accuse me of not being?
you're not having an intelligent conversation. You're spewing a bunch of alt right white supremacist talking points, Chris. Okay. You're trolling. This is a troll account from a non FBA. You're not FBA, Chris, and you know you're not. Even your talking points is non FBA talking points because we don't talk like you, sir. The only non FBA or the only FBAs who talk like you are LGBT FBAs or anchor babies, but you're not.
Wow. But you made the butt breaking movie. How much of that video did you have?
Yes, I did, sir. And it was about folks like you, Chris. It was about people like you who's been buck broken. And then you come around foundational black Americans upset because you said you were light skinned. Somebody in your family is white. And sounds like you have a bug in your ass because you are almost white, but the black genes messed it up. Is that what it is, Chris?
I say put your money where your mouth is, debate
Chris,
me where you can't mute me and call me
yes,
names, and then we'll see.
Chris. I'm not calling you names, Chris. And first of all, you're a nobody. You are nobody to debate. And you're on my platform trying to troll, and your trolling is being put in check because now we're having an intervention, Chris. We're having an intervention about your life and why you have to pretend to be a foundational black American. Are you ashamed of your background, Chris? Is that what it is, sir?
Not at all. And how much of that video, that butt breaking, that you have to edit?
Sir, you're very hung up on buck breaking. I guess buck breaking really touched a nerve, didn't it? Because you done mentioned buck breaking over and over. That movie touched a nerve. Did it
Says the
reveal
producer of the movie.
did it reveal, sir? Did it reveal something that happened to you, sir? Because whenever you see a non-white person such as yourself with all of these anti-black talking points, that's a lot of self-hatred going on. And usually somebody white did something to him. Did a white man do something to you, sir?
No, that's the thing, man. I want us to get away from all this this butt breaking. We didn't quit talking about that stuff. You called me LGBT simply because I disagree with you, man. And everybody can hear this if they're not simply blinded by being a follower and being bored.
Sir, you got a picture of you with Jesse Lee Peterson, and I've been on Jesse's show, and I've clowned Jesse to his face. I tell people this to their faces, and people question Jesse Lee Peterson's sexual background. I'm not going to put it out here right now, and you sound just like him. So, sir, that sounds like it touched a nerve with you, and you're very hung up on buck breaking,
Says
sir.
the person who made an hour like
Yes, I did. I made a movie exposing the racism in the white LGBT community. Yes, I do movies about racism and I expose racism from every community. But buck breaking really touched a nerve. Why is that? Why did it touch a nerve with you so much, sir?
you have disgustingly changed the subject.
No,
Honestly,
no, no, no,
you
no,
have
no, no.
disgustingly changed the subject in a
No, this is
very
a picture.
vile, lewd way. Like you're disgusting a little bit.
Sir, you're projecting. I've been very polite to you, sir. I've not called you a name. I've not called you any name, and I've been very polite with you, sir. But you're pretending to be FBA, and you're clearly not, sir. And
Again, I'm informing you that you're incorrect, Tyree. You can only do that because that's all you can resort to is saying LGBT.
sir, you've already proven yourself to be a liar. You've already sat here talking about people bartering drugs, and you're just saying anything. So that's why I don't believe you're FBA, because you prove that you'll say anything on this phone. If you'll lie about one thing, you'll lie about everything else. So you're not even honest. That's why I don't believe you're FBA. You're not FBA, and that's okay. But the fact that you're ashamed of your background, sir, that speaks volumes.
Where's the shame of the background? What are these words you're putting? You're just saying this stuff. I have never said any of this stuff.
But, sir, just by your talking points and just your whole disposition.
All I'm saying, Tariq, is that our behavior has to get better. It has to be edified. We can't do this whole when someone speaks to you, you have to insult them, right?
Nobody
That's
insulted you, sir.
juvenile. And all I
Nobody,
asked you, go ahead, man.
nobody insulted you. Okay. Since the problem is black folks need to do better, why aren't you doing better as a black person?
I mean, all I'm saying is for the family to stay together, right? And produce good children for society. I am doing that. The most simple thing
Where
that helps.
is your where's your black family that you're producing?
Do you mean like in the home with me, Tyree? I don't. Is that a trick question? I don't understand it. What you're asking.
You said black families. You don't have a black family, sir. You don't have a wife and children.
Yes, I do, Tyree. Why do you assume that? You have no
Sir,
idea who I am, Tyree. And in your
sir,
eyes, you may think it's a
sir,
nobody, but you have no
you,
idea who I am.
you don't have a wife and children, sir. I can just tell.
Okay. No, you're literally a bad psychic, right?
Sir,
And
are you saying,
honestly,
okay, sir, really
horrible psychic.
show us a picture of your wife and your family?
You sound. Why don't you answer my question about white people having to be in power
It
and
sounds
remain in power?
This sounds like Cory Booker claiming he was dating Rosario Dawson. This sounds like Cory Booker claiming that he's now dating Rosario Dawson. It's just not believable.
And any real person, anybody in real life, is not going to put their wife and children on a picture because some weirdo asked them to.
Sir, my entire family is online. I have nothing to hide. My wife, my children, my mother, my father. I have nothing to hide, sir. You don't have a wife and kids, sir. You don't.
No,
You
that's your choice to put them. I said,
don't, sir. You're sitting at home waiting on a Bucci call to come through right now, sir. And that's why you're so hung up on buck breaking. Your whole house smells like Badussy right now, sir. And you're waiting on a Bucci call. And you're sitting here trying to fake the funk. I will not let you spread no more lies, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get some more people here. Lord, I'm just not gonna let this nigga spread lies. Okay, you're not gonna spread lies. You're not FBA. I know the minute I asked him, when I asked him that, he paused. When I asked him if he's a descendant of slaves, he paused. He almost got offended. I don't want that to be the focal point because you ain't, that ain't you. Yeah, that's not how FBAs talk, buddy. That is not how we talk. Okay. These people. Let's see who this is. Ken Litch. Let's get Ken Litch on here. We have a lot of people in here right now. I'm not going to be on here too long. Ken Litch. Turn your microphone on, Litch.
Tariq, I got a simple question for you.
Okay, but wait, before you have a simple question, where are you from?
Africa, bro.
Okay, where in Africa are you
Congo.
from, sir? From the
Yeah.
Congo. Okay. All right, I hear some beads shaking in the background, sir. So, what's on
I'm
your
in
mind?
Atlanta actually, but my question to you
Okay,
is why do you have so much hatred in your heart?
that's a projection, sir. I don't really have to, I don't dignify projections. I don't even dignify that. What else do you
That's
have,
my
sir?
question. You have a lot of hatred in your heart, and I think you need to seek a therapist, bro. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's a projection, sir. That's a projection, sir. Don't call it projecting. Okay. And I hear your beads in the background, sir. This nigga brought his Congo beads in the background, trying to put a hex on a nigga. That's not going to work, sir. All right. And don't project. Don't call up projecting your anti FBA sentiments. Let's get Malvern in here. Malvern Dingu. Okay. See, these people, yeah, we're looking out for the nation of Black Americans, and that equates to hate. Now, damn that. Y'all not shaming us with that. What's up, brother? How are you?
I am good, man. How are you, man?
I'm good. Now, where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Africa, mate. The southern part of Africa. You won't be able to pronounce my country, man.
Okay, is it in South Africa?
No, it's not South Africa. I neighbor South Africa. I'm from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I can pronounce Zimbabwe, sir. I've been to Zimbabwe.
Have you?
Very lovely people. Yes, I have. And they showed me so much love in Zimbabwe. Yes, I have. I've been there.
Well, we always show love to everybody, especially who look like one of us, like you. We consider
Yes,
you a
indeed.
brother.
Yes, indeed.
Mm.
Yes, I got a lot of love for the Zimbabwean people. I helped a lot of people out there financially. They had a big ceremony for me out there. So, a lot of love for the Zimbabwean people. So, what's on your mind, sir?
Right. Let me ask you a question, Tariq. When
Mm-hmm.
you look at yourself, are you like a second, third, or fourth generation immigrant in your line of family?
None. There's not one immigrant in my family. None. Zero. Nobody in my family is an immigrant on my mother or father's side.
And none of that lineage was ever coming from Africa. Because last time when I was listening to you, I think you were uh, closing your links to Somali or somewhere like that.
I don't know about no. I ain't got no links to Somalia, but
Mm.
no. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I ain't got no links to Somalia. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what broadcast you heard, but thank you so much. So yeah, I'm not Somalian. And shout out to the Somalians, but I am not Somalian. I don't have any links to Somalia whatsoever. And no disrespect to the Somalians. Shout out to you, but yeah, nobody in my family is an immigrant. I have zero immigrants in my family. Zero, not one. Nobody's an immigrant. We're all full foundational Black Americans. All of us. Next call. Who we got here? Malik. What's up, Malik?
What's cracking, man? Hey, what
What's up, Malik?
what
Where you from, brother?
Sacramento, California.
No doubt. What's up? What's on your mind?
Hey, what I was wondering about the FBA platform as it relates to reparations is like, what's the ask? I mean, how much money we asking the government for?
Tom, 20 trillion for starters.
Oh,
We need 20 trillion for starters. Yeah.
okay, because I know for a fact at the beginning of COVID till now they didn't generate it out of thin air $20 trillion. So I know it's possible that they could swing it to us. So what I'm
Absolutely.
you know so what I'm saying is I think what we need to do is have a solidified platform where we asking and we keep asking for that bread until we get it. And that's what it is, man.
Right.
And the other thing is
No doubt. No. Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. Let me get some more people in here. All right. Let's get some more folks in here. Okay. A lot of folks kind of rotating around. Okay, let's get Long Live Calvin. I think that's your name. Long Live Calvin. And looks like Calvin has a fleur de lis sign on his name. So Calvin, turn your microphone on, Calvin. All right, Calvin, let's get it together, brother. Calvin, turn your microphone on. All right, Calvin, you over there messing up, bro. I'm trying to get you in here. All right, let's get Demond in here while we're waiting on Calvin. Yeah, let's get Demond in here. All right.
Demond from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey, Demond, how are
I'm
you,
good,
sir?
bro. Hey, I just wanted to, I wanted to speak specifically to my FBA fam that I don't know how it is in every other major city in the country, but, this should be really eye-opening for us that non-FBA, immigrants or other groups, how against they are against us getting ours in the country that we built. And I don't know about like the demographics set up in every city, but in Cleveland, I mean, it's really segregated. Like whites don't want to live around us. And outside of that, like we don't live near whites. We don't live near immigrants. Every other group, they got their pocket of the city that they live in. But why should they care about, us coming up, versus they don't even live next door to us. So I'm saying like, what do you feel like is the true beef when they don't even want to live next door to us? In every major city, we got this same problem. It seems like we got this synonymous problem across the country.
Right, right. Good question. And the thing is, man, our concern is not that's been a major problem. We think that we have to so-called integrate with them, with the dominant society in order for us to make some kind of progress. No, we just need the paper. Even when the Brown versus the Board of Education situation happened, that wasn't about integration. That was about black schools getting equal funding. That was a money issue. The NAACP came in and flipped it and turned it into an integration issue, meaning, okay, instead of giving black people money, let's just put them in some of the schools with the whites. And black folks got the short end of the stick as far as that. Pablo, what's up, Pablo? Turn your microphone on, sir.
What's up?
What's going on, Pablo? Where you from, buddy?
Calling from Southern California.
Southern California. You're a Mexican gentleman, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what's on your mind, Pablo?
Um, I just had two questions for you, just two questions, and I would beam out.
Yes.
Um, would you consider the Aztecs and Mayans, were they FBAs?
No, because they were not the ones who built America, but some of the Aztecs and Mayans were black-skinned people who would be classified as black. Some of them were. There were different phenotypes out there in Mexico. And truth be told, there were a lot of the Aboriginal people of Mexico and Central America were black skinned people who would be classified as black today. If you look at the Olmec statues, you can see that. And again, there were other different types of phenotypes out there in Mexico. And when the Spanish came, they brought a lot of Moors and other black people with them. That's why so many black people in Mexico, in your hometown, in your home country. And Mexico was an African satellite to a certain degree because they had the African slave trade going on in Mexico very heavily. That's why if you look at pictures of Mexicans before the year 1900, many of them were very, very dark skinned. This whole thing of light Mexicans, that's a fairly recent phenomenon. Okay. Are you aware of your history down there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
aware of my history. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Do you have a black abuela somewhere down there in Mexico? Because many of you do. Many of y'all have a black grandmother somewhere down there in Mexico.
Uh, I I haven't went that deep, but I do tell you when I took a DNA test, I did have like 5% sub-Saharan African. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that's what
Okay.
we're referring to. But
Yeah. Okay. Well, then what's your second question, sir?
all right, my second. Well, I don't know if it's a question, but it sounds like you're trying to get reparations for Black Americans, which I have no problem with.
Right.
My thing is, wouldn't that hurt your people economically? Like what they do with with women today, giving them welfare checks and stuff like that. How is that helping out our communities? Aren't you just asking for handouts? Is that going to help you guys build better?
Did the welfare help or hurt your family who comes over here and gets more welfare than almost anybody? Mexicans come over here and get welfare by the droves of welfare. Major. Does that hurt your community?
Well, if you're a single mother,
Sir,
it doesn't help the father figure
hold
who
sir.
doesn't
Sir,
become responsible for his
sir,
kids. It kicks them out. You know what I mean?
sir. You,
That's what I'm.
I can't really get advice on taking care of kids, and y'all leave kids at the border, sir. Y'all literally leave kids at the border, sir. We're really going there?
No, I mean, I'm a first generation, so my parents were never on welfare.
Sir, but you do understand. People from your community come over here, and the first thing they do is get on welfare, get EBT, or get some type of social government assistance benefit.
But they
Section
don't
8.
stay. They don't stay on there.
Sir, stop it. Stop it, sir.
That's why they bring your kids so their kids can go to school here, graduate.
They having an anchor baby, sir, and then putting the anchor baby on welfare in Section 8 and using the anchor baby to get all types of government benefits, sir. Are you really trying to go there?
Well, I mean, think
Don't
realistically.
don't make me go there, sir. Don't make me go there. Y'all come over. So many people from your community come over and have anchor
I mean,
babies.
this is you're talking about we coming on to America. I mean, we've been here too.
You've been where to, sir?
America, North America is our homeland.
No, it's not, sir.
That's. I
No,
mean, what did you have you ever took an ancestry DNA test?
sir. I'm a foundational Black American. I am the ancestry DNA.
That's that's good.
Sir, you're not a North.
So we
What,
brothers then,
sir? No, you're not.
Mexicans and blacks, we brothers because we
Oh, so
foundational
now,
Americans all together.
oh, wait. So you want us to be brothers so you can be foundational too?
I want the reparations also.
How do you get reparations? How you get it?
I mean, they killed off my ancestors too.
Well, you better holler at Spain. Spain did that. Now, if you want to get a claim to Spain, I'll help you out. I'll give you all the support. I'll be out there on the border with a sign like, yes, Pablo needs paper. Pablo needs pesos. I'll be out there screaming right with you, brother. You want some money from Spain? I'm right there for you. But you can't get no money over here, brother.
I'm 100% American.
And no, you're not, sir. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No,
You immigrated to America, but I am a foundational Black American. My family built this country, sir.
well, yeah, I agree with you. That, they did a lot for us, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, w- at one point, 1800s, 1600s, your ancestors did come on a boat.
Not all of them, sir. Not all of them. A very small percentage of African people came on a boat to North America. Many of them came to Mexico. Many of them came to Central America. But only about 3% of those people brought from Africa came on a boat to North America. Most of the Black people were Black Aboriginal people who were already here before Columbus, sir. That's why they had Black translators with them.
Okay, so with those translators, how many languages they speak? Because there's billions and millions of languages spoken
Mhm.
prior to. Columbus.
And many of them spoke Aboriginal languages. They spoke Arabic. They spoke Hebrew.
Well, they can't speak all languages.
Not all, but they spoke many of the Aboriginal languages, sir. One of the people who the Spanish brought with them down there to your land, down there in Mexico and Central America, was Juan Garrido. That was a jet black man who was a Moor, who was the first person to cultivate wheat in Mexico. It was a black man who did that.
You know about Nahuatl?
That's one of the natives, right?
Yeah, one of the languages we spoke, Nahuatl,
Hmm. But here's the thing.
which we still have a lot of dialects in our language today. People don't know
But
about.
and you have a lot of stuff that African people brought over too, like menudo. That's an African dish, sir. And
Oh,
certain
I agree. Gumbo,
uh
black eyed peas.
in celebrations like fandangos, that was the black people down there in Mexico doing that. A lot of stuff that's really black culture down in Mexico.
Anyway, if you go to my profile, you can see my ancestry DNA results. I got them pinned right there.
Okay, I guess.
I recommend you guys take a DNA test. It tells you a lot.
Yeah, we know
Uh,
I've taken DNA tests. Most people's DNA is going to go to Europe, Africa, and Asia, same places. And I got some traces of native in my DNA, so it's all the same thing. But culturally, I'm a foundational Black American. This is the homeland that my family built. I am not an immigrant, nor am I comparable to any immigrants. I come from people who built this nation from scratch, and everybody else immigrated to it. So I am so much different than other groups.
you're the leader. You're the leader of the FBA.
No, 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 no,
You
no,
get the most money.
no, no, no. I'm not a
You're
leader.
gonna be like the leader of the Black Lives Matter. You're gonna be rich,
No,
own
no,
some mansions.
no, no. Okay, no, no. Calm down, El Chapo. No, not El Chapo like your folks out there slinging all that dope and riding high on the hog. No, 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 no. I'm not the leader of anybody. I'm just a public servant giving messages and teaching history, sir. That's what I'm doing. You feel me?
Yeah, got
Yes.
you.
But again, you can't get none of our reparations. But again, if you want to file a claim against Spain, we'll be right there to help you out, sir. All right, Pablo?
All right, I'll hopefully you let me in again. I'll have more time.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. And by the way, they got some half off deals for Goya powder at the Varlata stores right now. So, brother, take advantage of those deals. All right.
I'm going there right.
Okay. No, 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 no. He's trying to play the black. He tried to slip in some black and brown. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. No. They're trying to wiggle away over here to see how they can kind of get something. Nah. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. All right, let's get El Gran something. What's your name, brother? El Gran Rey Negro. What's that? The Grand King Negro. I think that's what that means, right? Oh, he got up out of here. Okay, let's get Bam Kid. Let's get Bam Kid in here. How many? But
Yeah,
what's up, Bam?
yeah, good.
How you doing, man? Where you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria. What's on your mind, sir?
Yeah, I just have a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I heard you changed your name because of a murder case. How's it going?
Listen, will y'all please stop with these lies? Y'all digging up old lies and rumors. I am not a gangster. I'm not a drug dealer. I didn't murder anybody. Will y'all please stop? Okay, look, stop. A lot of y'all immigrants, y'all latching on to some of these old rumors and lies that they've been circulating on the net for about a decade. I am not a gangster, not a drug dealer, none of that stuff. Didn't murder nobody. Y'all been telling these lies for over a decade, sir. Bam, bam.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so
there are
bam,
links, you
bam,
know.
bam. Stop being a lying immigrant. Don't be a stereotype. Now you're being a stereotype. Don't be a lying, scamming immigrant because now you're just lying and scamming. And I don't want you to have that stereotype stuck to you. Okay.
Well, if you say
Okay.
you're not a murderer, no
No,
problem.
I'm not none of that stuff. They've been saying these rumors about me for years. I'm none of that. All of them are lies. And sir, even if it were not a lie, What we don't do is dry snitch. That makes you a bitch. Even if it were true, that makes you a bitch by just getting on the internet saying something like that. That makes us
No,
different, sir.
there are links, I
Sir,
could,
sir,
give you.
that's the difference between foundational Black American culture and tethers. Even if I was a murderer and a gangster and a drug dealer back in the day, who gets online dry snitching? That's bitch behavior. You understand? That's dry snitching and bitch behavior, guy. You understand that? Even saying something like that shows the kind of character you have anyway. That's why a lot of us, we got to distance ourselves from people. Because let's say I was in the game doing all that stuff, but let's say somebody else is out there doing whatever. We got some idiot next to him ready to dry snitch on the internet. What kind of bullshit is that? That's the same stuff y'all do back home. Y'all dry snitch on each other, lie on each other, cut each other's throat.
Nobody's snitching. I just pointed out something that is open to the whole
Okay, but
world.
that's dry snitching, and it's not even true. It's lie snitching, sir. It's not even true. It's lie snitching. But even if it were true, it's still a bitch move to do to get on the internet and say stuff like that. That's
Okay,
why y'all.
I
That's
have
why
one more
y'all can't
question.
survive on the streets. You
I
would
have
be.
one more question for you.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, the museum, the is it a museum or what you collected so much money for?
Yes, over $1 million
I,
for the museum. Yes, I did.
yes. Well, there's no land, no building, no plan, nothing,
How do
you
you know
know,
there is?
because that's what's happening.
How do you know?
It's all over the news, it's all over the internet. I'm sure you know that.
Only thing on the internet is lying tethers, sir. Y'all don't know what's going on with the museum and what I've been doing. It's only been a few months, sir. Just because y'all can put up a statue of white Jesus in 2 weeks in your homeland, that doesn't mean we can do the same thing with the museum. Sometimes we
There's
have
no white
obstacles.
Jesus in Nigeria, so I don't know what
Yes,
you're
yes,
talking
you do.
about.
Stop it, sir. Sir, we usually don't get stuff popping like that within a couple of months. It's only been a couple of months since we've announced that we're doing the museum, sir, and we're still working on it, sir, and we're not in a rush.
But you're
So
falling
why?
behind the time
No, I'm not.
frame you
No,
gave.
I'm not, sir. Everybody understands what's going on with the museum and the obstacle we're facing, and we're still going to get the museum.
Well,
I'm,
I don't understand.
sir,
That's why
sir.
I'm asking to be
Okay,
enlightened.
but sir, it's none of your business. That's the thing. It's none of
You
your.
don't know if I contributed. You
You
don't know.
Sir, please. You have not put together your Postmate money to the museum. You have not. Let's stop it. You're sitting there hoping that the museum is a failure because you have jealousy and hatred that we were able to raise that type of money in a month, and hundreds of millions of people in your homeland can't even raise that kind of money in 10 years.
You're
And we,
saying we. You
you,
mean you?
you,
You
we done
no you.
unity.
You raised the money
We
from
did,
ignorant, and
sir,
lost
sir.
people stuff.
Ignorant is fleeing your homeland and leaving people destitute, defecating in the streets, sir. That's ignorant. And not building your homeland. That's ignorant. What you're doing is called jealousy, sir. Why are you so jealous of foundational Black Americans? It's always you non FBA tethers who are mad that we raised that much money. So y'all sit there praying that we fail. The museum ain't going nowhere. It's going to be here. We're going to get it popping and it's going to be phenomenal. All we have to do is just get the right building and get these people to agree to sell it because we got the money. We're just getting some political bullshit games about selling it to us. But we're going to get the museum. And guess what's going to happen? You tethers are going to still come up with a brand new excuse to hate on it. I don't like the color of it. How come it is not 5 stories? How come there is no parking lot? Y'all going to come up with a brand new excuse when we get. I'm telling y'all now, listen, just when we get the museum, which is coming, we're not in a rush, we'll get it. They're going to change their BS from it ain't going to happen until Well, the parking lot ain't big enough. Why is it on such a busy street? How come ain't no food here? How come there's only one bathroom? There's a million excuses they're gonna use to hate on it. Okay? This is why I don't entertain these hating, jealous tethers, because they're going to make an excuse no matter what. And I want FBAs to understand that. You don't do anything to acquiesce these haters. They're going to sit here and hate no matter what. No matter what we do, they're going to hate on it.
I just want you to be accountable. I'm not hating on
Sir,
you. You
I,
just need to be accountable.
sir, you're not in a
Is that
position,
so much to
sir.
ask?
You can't even be accountable in your homeland, sir. You fled. You couldn't even take account in your homeland. You got the hell out of there and came over here. So how are you going to hold anybody accountable and you're a fleer?
You keep muting me. You
Go
keep
ahead.
saying things you don't even have an idea of. You don't know where I am.
You're not home. You're not in your homeland
And how do you know that?
because your
You
phone
know,
service is working correctly and you're over
this
here.
is the reason why you don't need to drop out of high
Stop.
school.
Sir, sir,
You be able to
a high school dropout made more money than half the people in your country in less than a month. Sir, what does that say about you? What does that say about you, sir?
there are kids making more money than you in Nigeria, doing
Stop.
legitimate business,
Stop.
Bitcoin,
And you ain't
crypto. What
and you ain't one of them. And you're not one of them, sir. You are fleer. You are not one of them. You got the hell on and you fled and you're over here jealous and hating. Why do you hate and why are you so jealous of foundational black Americans, sir?
you sound really kind of childish because you don't know where I am. So I don't
Sir,
know.
sir, you're in Valdosta, Georgia somewhere right now. You're over here. You fled and you know you fled. You fled. You're over here somewhere in Columbus, Ohio, ready to take those Uber Eat orders tonight, sir. So you're not back home in Nigeria. I know that.
Well, there's nothing wrong just holding you accountable to
You can't
those who
hold me. You're not qualified to hold me accountable. You are fleer. You need to hold your country accountable and hold your people accountable and help your people. Help your people back home. Who the hell are you to come to the land that my family built talking about you gonna have us hold
I
somebody
don't
accountable?
know how you built it
Yeah,
and
my
when.
family. Yes,
You
me
can
and
do,
my family
you
built
know.
this country, sir, so that you can flee to it. You didn't just get to flee here just willy nilly. Somebody had to stay here and fight to build this place to make it equitable for black folks to come over here. It wasn't your folks. My folks did that, sir.
It's better to flee than to defraud your brothers and
Stop
sisters.
it. That's you projecting your scam mentality.
This is scam, of course.
Yes, you
It's obvious.
you love projecting your scam, sir, because in order to get money, that's what you have to do. In order to get any kind of money, you got to pull all types of scams. So you're projecting your scam mentality onto me, aren't you, sir? Ubuntu.
I'm not. I'm just holding you accountable. That's
Uh,
all.
no, you're not holding anybody anything. You're holding a bag of Uber Eats orders that you're about to deliver, sir. So just keep holding those bags and making your delivery, sir. Okay.
So those women you used in your music videos that you objectified,
Oh,
like,
are we going?
I just want to know, how do you feel, treating people's daughters like that?
You mean
Dan-
all of those?
Dancing naked
You
in your
mean all
music
of
videos?
sir? Really? Are we going there objectifying women? Sir, the women from your homeland are all up there in France and Britain. Y'all got them on the track out there, sir, doing something funny for a little piece of money. Are we going there, sir? Are we going there where sex trafficking in your homeland is at epidemic proportions, sir? For real, for real.
Your videos are all over YouTube.
Stop it. Stop it.
You
Stop
know,
it.
there's so much dirt on your name. I don't know.
There's
I don't know
There's so much dirt on your feet from running, sir. You come from female circumcision, forced genital mutilation heaven, sir. Don't get on this phone talking about objectifying women. The stuff and the abuse of the women in your homeland is insane, sir. Are you really trying to go there?
Well, I'm commenting on what I've seen on YouTube.
Sir, what are you doing about the abuse and the exploitation of the women and girls in your homeland, sir?
Please, can you give me an instant? Because
Sir,
I don't know.
sir, a lot of y'all like to project. Y'all y'all like to really project your filth and degradation and dirt onto foundational black Americans, sir. Y'all really like projecting.
Well, I think if you don't accept it, people listening, they know your history. So I think anybody in his right mind should know who to, be a mentor out of. Because I don't believe you're supposed to be a mentor to anybody.
Oh, there were some sounds in the back. I didn't know where they were coming from, sir.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you stopped at
you're
high school.
boring. Okay, thank you.
So
Just saying, I don't know what you're talking about. You're just kind of babbling at this point, sir. All right. You're just saying anything, projecting your scam mentality, sir. Okay. All right. Lord, I'm not objectifying women in my music videos. We got fully dressed women on roller skates. And these dudes over here performing forced female genital mutilation. And you really don't want to go there. You really don't want to go there. All right, let's get Mary Jane. I think that's your name, Mary Jane. Mary Jane, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi from Alabama, Tariq.
Hey, Mary Jane, how are
I'm
you, dear?
doing okay. Tariq, the hate for our people is so real. Everyone
Yes,
that
it is.
came at you, I mean, like I tweeted, I said you can hold your own, but the hate for us is very real and it's very disheartening for all these people just to hate on us like this. They hate that if we can be successful and everything. I just can't get over how the hate
Yeah.
is.
Yes, real talk. Thank you for
Thank
yeah, man. Us foundational Black Americans, we're the only people who really, really get on code like we should. We are enough of us get on code, and boy, the fact that we get on code and we can get things done, and we can go after the oppressor class and get charges on folks, and we don't sit up here talking about well the government, it's the government. We don't do all that. We can raise large amounts of money in short periods of time, and that just burns everybody's ass. That burns everybody's ass out here. So they have to try to project their scam mentality onto us. Majin Boo, turn your microphone on. Majin Boo.
Hello.
What's up, Majin Boo? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio,
Now, where
but
you from? I hear an accent. Where you from?
I'm from Antigua and Barbuda.
Oh, there you go. Antigua, right?
Yep.
There you go. What's on your mind, man?
I wanted to ask you what FBA exactly is.
Now, you should know by this time, because FBA is not a confusing term.
It's not.
Now, what it's not. Now, what do you think FBA is?
Well, I tuned in here about like 20 minutes ago, and I've heard you say it's a,
Oh,
funda-
okay.
a
The
fundamental Black American, right?
foundational Black American. Is this your first time in our space right here?
Yes, this is the first
Oh,
time.
okay. Got it. Okay. It's a foundational Black American. That means a Black person in America who doesn't come from an immigrant background, a person who descended from slavery in America. That's a foundational Black American.
So, as an Antiguan, I would be one of that, right?
No, because
No.
you were not a slave in America. You didn't come from slavery in America. You came from slavery in Antigua.
But then they bring Jamaican, Antiguan slaves up here, or
In some cases, they did, but that doesn't make you one because you immigrated here. Your family immigrated here. And you would have to take that up with the British Spanish government, right?
okay.
And they have something. They already have CARICOM. You guys are included in the CARICOM claim because CARICOM has a lot of the Caribbean nations. They got together and they're making a claim against France, Spain, and Britain. So you already got a reparations organization that's looking out for Caribbeans. You feel me?
All right.
There you go.
And I wanted to ask if somebody isn't a, what was it again, a fundamental
Foundation
Black
for
Amer
Black American, FBA.
found, if they're not that, should they not have an opinion or a word in the topic?
No,
No.
no,
Why is that?
because this is not your business.
So
Us
they
getting
can't have an
us
educated
us getting
opinion about the
reparations.
situation, or is
Us
this
getting
just
no unless
only you
only
guys?
unless you're rooting for us to get the reparations. That's all we
Okay.
need you to do. We need you on the sideline with the pom poms.
Do you think that's actually going to be done or no?
What does that have to do with you?
I'm just asking,
Okay,
because
because see, this is the thing. We get a lot of people who are not FBA talking about, well, is it going to get done? Do you think it's going to happen? Just coming in here with
no,
the
I'm
same.
I'm 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 asking questions.
Right. But I'm saying this is not a conversation for you because
Mm,
one way or another, you're not going to benefit from it one way or another. This isn't for
mm,
you,
okay.
right? So what?
So
So the
so
question
the
is.
other
So the
people who look
question.
like you who
The
talk,
question is, sir, why are you concerned with the reparations claim that you can't be a part of? Why are you concerned about it?
because I'm sure that people who aren't these FBAs that you claim could also help you achieve that goal. You guys aren't
But
the only ones who are capable of doing that.
but it doesn't sound like you're trying to help. I just said people who are not FBA can basically cheer us on, but instead of doing that, you're talking about, well, is it going to happen? You think it's going to happen? So you're coming in trying to sow seeds of doubt. We don't need that.
You're the one sowing seeds of doubt because everybody.
Okay, stop. Stop. We're not going to do that. You're not going to just be intellectually dishonest here. You say something and you don't want to stand on it. All right? If you say something, stand on it. And again, why are you in this conversation when you're really not trying to help us? And truth be told, you can't help us, sir. So why are you in this conversation?
You, my friend, are very dividing.
Okay, sir, let's try it again. Why are you in a conversation that has zero to do with you or your lineage? See, this is why the FBA family needs to listen to these people who come in and all they want to do is he's trying to figure out a way that he can sabotage it because you're not trying to help.
Why would I
So
want to
what?
sabotage a people who look
Because
like me?
if you're not helping, you're trying to harm. I've sat here and asked you multiple times, why is this such a concern to you? And all you're doing is babbling, and now you're talking about projecting your
It's a
life.
concern to me because I feel like I am part of these people that you're talking about, but
Okay,
because it's a certain, just
stop. I just explained what a foundational Black American is. Sir, let's rewind it and let's get clarity. Do you think you should get one of our reparations checks? Is that what you're trying to say?
if I found out that my ancestors were slaves, sure. But that's what I'm trying to get you to understand is why are you so.
Slow down. Let's try it again. Do you think you should get one of our reparations checks? And you're not a descendant of slaves in America. How will it be justified to give you a check, sir? I'm listening. I really want to hear your logic here.
I'm trying to ask you certain questions, and you keep muting me and
Sir,
then asking me.
because you're playing now. You're saying something and you can't even explain it. And I'm not going to let you babble. Now I'm going to ask you again. How could we justify giving you a reparations check if we were to get those? How would
I'm
you
not
be
asking
just
for a reparations check.
so
I'm
you
not the one asking for one. You are.
so you just said that you want to be a part of it.
I'm. I
You
said I
just
want to
said
help. I'm trying to tell
you just okay, now you're not being honest. This is what we're talking about. You just said you wanted to get a check. You wanted to be a part of that, but you don't feel like we're letting you be a part of it. Now you say you don't want it.
I did not say I wanted a check.
Sir, you wanted to be a
I did
part
not
of
say
it.
that. But when did I
Yes,
say I
you
wanted a
did.
check?
Yes, you did.
When did I say that?
Yes, you did,
When
sir.
did I say that though?
Now you're
I didn't
not
say that.
being honest.
I am being honest. You
No,
keep
you're not.
muting me, and I can't get my point across. And now you're
Because you
saying you're
no,
putting words in my mouth. I never told you.
because you're babbling and lying, sir. You're babbling and you're lying and you're trying to waste time. And see, back in your homeland, y'all have all of this disorder and chaos. That's why things don't get done and you have to flee. Over here, we have order. We have order. We have order. We make sure that there's order. So we're not, you see how I'm not letting you babble? We got to have
No,
order.
you're trying not to have a conversation. That's what
No,
you're
no,
trying not to do.
babbling is not a conversation, sir. Mindless babbling all over the place where there's nothing constructive, that's not a conversation.
The
That's
only one saying non-constructive things are
okay.
you. I'm trying
Okay.
to have a conversation with you,
Now,
and you're just saying bullshit.
okay. Slow down, girlfriend, because you're getting sassy now. I can hear the sass coming out your voice. So slow it down a little bit. Now, let's try.
Just slow.
Why do you think you could get a reparations check? How do you think you can get that?
I'm not trying to get a reparations check. That's the whole point.
Then why are you in this conversation?
Because I want to understand, why are you trying to divide people the way that you are?
So because you can't get a check, that's divisive?
See, why do you assume that I want this reparation check so
Because you're
bad?
talking about divisiveness and you're just projecting your own anti FBA hatred and contempt. And you're mad because you can't get a check. And by the way, are you black or Hispanic or
Of
a
course,
black?
I'm fucking black, man,
Are you
and I'm not
Hispanic?
anti-FBA.
Are you Hispanic? Are you do you consider yourself Hispanic?
No, my mother's black, my father's black, I'm black.
Okay. So why don't you holler at your government or holler at Britain, Spain, France
I'm
about
hollering at you. We're
so
having a conversations about reparations,
but
and
this
you're
is a
asking me why I
reparations.
want to check.
This ain't got nothing to do with you though.
But that's the thing. It does. It
How?
doesn't have anything to do with me in your eyes,
How?
because you're saying bullshit. You're trying to
How?
divide
Okay,
people.
okay, okay. Let's stop the BS then and then explain how does our reparations claim have something to do with you? Go.
How would it not if we're all black?
Because this ain't about everybody being black. This is about a lineage.
They took slaves from Africa. Africa came here. Whole bunch of people are black. You can't even tell who built what family did what, who did blah blah blah. It's too complicated for you
No,
to be
it's not.
talking. Yes, it is.
How?
Yes, it is.
How is it complicated? No, it's not.
Can you track back to the specific ancestor that you knew?
I can trace back to the 1870 census. If we can trace back there and it says Negro, you are a foundational Black American. I can even trace back to the early 1800s. I can trace my family back early 1800, different plantations, sir. If you can trace your family back to the 1870 census, at least, that's an easy one, then you are a foundational Black American. And you were most likely one of the people who built this country and you were enslaved here in America. You can't do that, sir. See how simple that is? It ain't hard at all. Y'all try to make it harder than what it is. I can
It's
trace
not
my
hard.
family. I can trace myself back to the census. Many black people here can who are FBA, and you can't. It's that simple. So we get checks and you don't. But you can trace your lineage back to slavery in the Caribbean.
You think that I'm trying to say that we don't?
Boy, if you don't stop talking over me, we don't do that. We don't talk over me. If you hear me in the middle of a sentence, you fix you an empanada, shut them lips, snack on some until I finish my sentence, sir. Like I said, you can trace your lineage back to the Caribbean, and you need to holler at Spain, France, or Britain. That simple.
Right. See, at the end of the day, saying these things to people is not going to get you towards reparations. You're just dividing people.
Sir, you can't help me get no reparations, sir. I can say whatever I want to say to you and check your divisiveness because that's where the divisiveness is. You can't help me or a foundational black American do a damn thing.
See,
But
that's what you say.
sir, but no, sir,
Other
you
people,
you couldn't even help the people in your homeland. You had to flee. Your family fled from the Caribbean and came
I
here. You,
didn't flee from anywhere.
sir, yes, you're an anchor baby, sir.
I didn't flee from anywhere. See,
Yeah, your family did. You're an anchor baby, and you have that contempt because y'all family they had to flee from their homeland in the Caribbean, sir. And here you are trying to project your anger onto foundational Black Americans.
there's no anger.
Yes, it is, sir.
The
It's
problem
anger,
is with you, the way
sir.
you speak to people. The way,
Sir, I'm just telling you the truth, and you should not be in foundational Black American business, sir. Why don't you go back to your homeland that your parents are from? Why don't you fix that up and help them get some money? You can't help us. You can't do anything for us because you can help yourself, sir. We had to help you.
you are a very, very nasty person.
Sir, you just don't want to hear the truth. And I've been very polite. I've not been nasty to you. I've been very polite. But you coming in here trying to latch on to our reparations claim, knowing that you don't have no real claim to it, that's very disrespectful, not only to me and the foundation of Black Americans in here, but also to my lineage, my family, who this claim is owed to. My family suffered, and they didn't want to suffer and sacrifice just so somebody can come along and glom off of it and leech off of it, something that was supposed to be for me. My family didn't do that. You're being disrespectful to my lineage. That's nasty. Anything else to say, sir?
Why you treat people the way that you do? I'm
Okay,
just asking that.
okay, sir. You're projecting now.
I'm not projecting anything because I watched the way you spoke to that conservative Chris guy.
Yeah,
Then you had a whole bunch of stuff to say about a lot of other immigrants, and it's just the way you speak to them. It's so degrading. Like, why would you want to not have them on your side instead of speaking to them the way that you do? Of course, they can.
because
The
you're
more
not on
people
our
you have for the
side.
cause, the cause is probably going to get done. So stop pushing
You're
people.
not on our side. And we see your passive aggressive energy that you're trying to come in and infiltrate and ultimately undermine us. Do you not think we don't see your contempt? We can hear and see the contempt that you have for foundational Black Americans, as that other caller did who was pretending to be FBA and started talking about welfare and family and twerking and all that. These people have contempt. And you just admitted that you're an immigrant, by the way. All right. You kept saying that you weren't an immigrant, and you just admitted you're an immigrant. So this is not about you. You're not entitled to everything foundational Black Americans do. And that's just the long and short of it, sir.
I'm not saying any of this shit though. That's the whole thing.
That's how
You
you're
are.
acting. Yes, you are.
What?
We're cruel because we're not letting you be a part of something that has nothing to do with you.
But
We're talking
when did
about
I say
lineage.
that? I'm talking to you about.
And sir, you're up here projecting all of this stuff. You sounding like Jennifer Hudson. All that. Oh, you're treating me so bad. You're so harsh to me. I'm still a woman. You're very emotional. You're projecting all of this stuff. So right now, sir, you're whining at this point. I don't really want to hear a dude whine. Now you got something masculine to say because now you're whining right now. You're giving me a Jennifer Hudson speech, right? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear a dude whining. Now, what else you got to say? Let's wrap this up.
Well, obviously, I don't have anything else to say because you're going to derail it and say some bullshit nonsense, saying that, putting words in my mouth. So I guess that's it.
Well,
But,
say what you
sir,
got to say. I didn't put no words in your mouth. Say what you got to say.
you put plenty of words in there. But anyway, I hope you enjoy your day and please wise up.
Go ahead. All right, dude. He's all emotional. I don't want to hear all these emotions. Emotional as hell. Don't call me with emotions, dude. I don't want to hear all that emotional stuff. Oh, you're so harsh. You're so mean. Man, get on out of here, Jennifer Hudson. Don't give me a I'm not telling you I'm not going speech before you leave. Just get your ass on. Hear no damn man crying to another man. Calm down. Let's get Zeke Heil. I don't know how to pronounce your name, ma'am. Zalik, I can't pronounce your name. The lady with the pink wig on in the thing. I don't know how to pronounce your name, ma'am. But your name starts with an X, and you can turn your microphone on, ma'am, if you wish to. Turn your microphone on. All right. All right, then let's get some more people. Let's get Eves Edward. We'll get Eves Edward in here next. The lady with the pink wig on. I wanted to get her on, and okay. All right, Eves, hop in, bro. Shout out to brother Ra. Shout out to Raheem. I see brother Raheem in here. Okay, where's Eves? I had Eves in here. Okay, Robin, you want to turn your microphone on, Robin? Robin. All right, come on, Robin. All right, and long live Calvin. I added you before, Calvin. I don't know what happened. Calvin, let's try it again. Let me get Robin.
Rick,
Okay, what's up?
Hello.
Okay, I heard somebody say Tariq. I heard a woman. What's it? This Calvin?
Yeah, this is me.
What's on your mind, Calvin?
Hey, Tariq. So I'm pretty new to this space, and I just kind of started listening to it. I was thinking this was like a Black Afrocentric kind of space, but I just hear it's FDA. What do you say? Foundational Black American. And you guys are asking for reparations, I guess.
Right.
And I guess I understand that. My thing is just I kind of, I don't know. I don't want to switch the focus of what you're trying to do because I guess that's what you need to do for whatever audience you serve. But I kind of just like for when Black people kind of just stick together instead of dividing each other.
Well, see, we're already divided, man, and we have a lineage that's unique. And you guys have a lineage that's unique. We're not entitled to certain things that you get, and you're not entitled to certain things that are meant for our lineage. When it comes to us getting certain tangible things, all of a sudden people want to talk about divisiveness and all of this stuff. And that's a disingenuous claim. We have a lineage, you have a lineage. We have to respect each other's lineages, man. It's just that simple. Thank you for the call, brother.
I'm
All
not
right, because
sure.
I'm not trying to hear all that divisive nonsense. The minute we start getting something or fighting for something for us, people want to talk about divisiveness and they don't share nothing with us. I don't want to hear none of that divisive stuff. People get things and don't share a damn thing with foundational Black Americans. They're so divided against us, it's ridiculous. Gerardo, let's get Gerardo in here, Mr. Gerardo.
Hi, how are you? I'm
Oh,
calling from Mexico.
okay, Mr. Gerardo. Now, what do you do down there in Mexico, sir?
I'm mainly an actor, TV actor.
Okay, there you go. So, what's on your mind?
I was hearing all the guys who were first here speaking, and I think the better way to achieve your goals, I think, is the union. I think uh, all of you better think in union first.
Union?
Be united. I felt in some way, I heard uh, some kind of not united people.
Hey, Gerardo, that phone, brother. That phone is a beast right now. That phone is hella janky, brother.
Okay,
Gerardo?
I hope you
Okay, brother, did you get kidnapped by El Chapo? Hello? Okay, is that a machine gun? Okay. Did he get kidnapped by a drug cartel? Okay. Machine guns in the background. Hello? Gerardo? Did they put him in the trunk of a Chevy Malibu? Hello? Okay. Gerardo, we got to get your phone together. I was interested in what you were saying, but then you got kidnapped by the drug cartel. Okay, the Medellin cartel got him. Okay. All right, so Zake, Heil, whatever your name is, the lady with the pink wig, do you want to turn your microphone on, ma'am? All right. Ma'am, do you want to turn your microphone on? Okay, I'm going to get you out of here, ma'am, if you are not going to speak. Well, yeah, I wanted to hear what Mr. Gerardo had to say. I had some things I wanted to discuss with him. Okay. He was talking about unity. I wanted to really elaborate on that. All right, let's get Juan. Where are we? Let's get Juan Coleman in here. Let's get Juan Coleman in here. All right. Okay, Juan Coleman.
Hello?
And then yeah, what's up,
Hey,
Juan?
what's up, my man? Hey, I just want to tell you, man, you're doing a hell of a job. I'm gonna keep it real short, and you gotta continually to explain to these people, and tell them, you know, to just, stay out the room. If you're here to try to put FBA down, and they don't
Right.
understand it, and I know you're being, very, very concise, and you're welcoming everybody. That's the thing on your platform. And so I
Right.
just want to say, man, I support you with the museum. Um,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna do everything that I possibly can, trying to make it out here. But I'm in support of you and everything that you are doing and the things that you have done to try to bring this lineage holistically to the people that is FBAs.
Much respect. Thank you so much, brother. All right, let's get Aaliyah RN. Aaliyah the RN. Aaliyah. Aaliyah, turn your microphone on, ma'am.
Oh, hello. Oh my
Hey, Aaliyah.
goodness. Okay, Tariq, I'm gonna get to the point. My family is from Buffalo, New York. I'm Native American. We owned 10,000 white slaves. And I just wanted
Mm,
to let you know, my last name is Holland. We still have the Holland Land Trust. When the people of non-FBA come over here, it's like we're the Palestinians versus Israel. They stole our land. We also own Seneca Village. They stole our land. So this is more ammunition. Is it like I get furious when I hear immigrants come over here and just disrespect us? We have to start thinking from a place like Palestinian. They came over here. They asked to come over here with my family, they only bought white slaves. I'm supposed to be related to Joe Biden as my cousin. I met Leona Helmsley. She's my cousin. Mariah Carey is supposed to be my cousin. Josephine Baker and this mega pastor, A.R. Bernard. But they're their white family was slaves on my family plantation, and they were sent over here as convicts to work their debt off to Britain. And a lot of the documents is fake. It's this organization with NASA. They spend trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars to erase our history, but they can't. And I wanted us to go back and look at. It's easier to trace how our stuff was stolen from us than to find our 256 grandmother that was here millions of years ago. It's like how you.
There you go. Thank you so much, beloved. Let's get Mark in here. Mark, let's get Mark in here.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, hello.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Well, we'll get you, Zyke. We'll get you next. But Mark, what's up, buddy?
Yes, sir. Hey, I was listening to the one guy that just couldn't get it through his head that what FBA meant and everything. And I was wondering, got me thinking, what do you think is a immigration policy that would be sort of good for our country?
I don't know at this point. At this point, I do not know. Now, where did your family come from?
Mom is Puerto Rican. Her parents came from Puerto Rico, and dad is Italian.
Okay. Yeah, and to be honest, as far as foundational Black Americans, the immigration thing ain't really working for us. It always kind of, turns out bad for us because when people immigrate over, they usually, they don't let them amalgamate into white society immediately. They really just kind of dump everybody off on us, and we got to eat the brunt of that. So, this is why we're having these conversations on why, we should, as foundational Black Americans, should support immigration, and it just doesn't work for us. Let's try the Zyke lady again with the pink hair. Let's try you again because I hear your mic coming on and off. Okay, we're going to try it again. Zyke Heil, I think that's your name.
And hi, everyone.
Hello. Now, how do I pronounce your name?
From Philippines, I'm Kaya.
Okay, now where are you from?
I'm from Philippines.
Oh, from the Philippines. Okay. All right, so what's on your mind? Okay. Well, shit. That ain't working. Service immediately went out. So, ma'am, you've been struggling with that phone for a minute. I think she might be trying to catch her a sponsor out here. So let me get you out of here. Sound like you out here trying to catch somebody to hook you up with a little paper or something. And this is not that forum. You gotta find something else, ma'am. Let's get the Forever Queen Bee. Let's get the Queen Bee in here. All right, Forever Queen Bee.
Hey Tariq, so I just wanted to thank you first and foremost for all you've done. I watched you for a bit. We can just say I'm like,
Well, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow it down, slow it down. Now, you're a white male, right? Hello, white male.
can you hear me?
There you go. Now, you're a white male,
I
right?
am not a white male. I'm a black. I'm a black male.
Black male. Where you from, sir?
I'm from Chicago.
And where's your family from?
Well, my family, they're pretty much descendants, I think, of the slavery. They come from the South, come from Mississippi. My grandmother is 90 years old. She's still living. Um, I listen.
So, any immigrants in your family bloodline?
No, not
Okay.
that I know of. I mean, I know some of my family married immigrants, but no, we're not immigrated.
Okay. Because now I have to ask, why are you using a woman's profile? Using a profile like a
I
woman.
know
Your screen.
that's a whole nother subject. Yeah, I know.
So what are you out here trying to catfish for some pussy? What are you doing?
No, I'm not catfishing. Well, I kind of maybe need to make another profile for this, and I get that, but I didn't want to miss out on a message, and
But
that's a huge distraction. I get it.
yeah, bro, that's real strange for a dude to have a whole profile of a girl you pretending to be a chick, and
Well, it's not.
that's kind of weird.
It's not a chick. It's Little Kim, and I'm not pretending to be a woman. I don't want to be a woman. I love who I am, I mean,
but your screen name is Forever Queen B, and the B stands for Bussy. Okay.
okay.
All right. And brother,
Are
I'm
we?
not knocking. Hey,
Are
I'm
we?
not knocking your life.
Right? Are we not?
Listen, sir.
Are we not being inclusive? Are we excluding me because
Okay.
I'm a gay black man? Are we doing
Oh,
that?
I was just about to say.
Are we doing that? Yeah.
I was just about to say. I understand your lifestyle, and I'm not knocking your lifestyle. And if you got a hankering for some Bucci cat, knock yourself
That's
out.
not
You're
what I'm
still my
right.
brother.
That's not what I'm here for though.
You're still my brother.
I don't have any porn on my page. I don't get into that. That's what I do private is what I do privately. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
You're still my brother. You're still my brother. Now, what's on your mind, sir?
I just wanted to thank you for fighting how you fight, and I can appreciate your brashness. Some people can get offended by it, but
Right.
we need that. We need that voice because we're not used to standing up for ourselves. We're not used
Yeah.
to demanding it. We're not used to. We can be angry. Yeah, a black man can be angry. We have a right to be angry. You know, it's like when we're angry, it's a crime. You know,
Yeah.
you're not racist even though you put comedy in it, and I like
Right.
that because you tell people just like it is, just like
Right.
they tell us the same way. I get called nigger plenty of times. I get looked down upon by immigrants that come over here. They hate us. I see it
Yeah.
every day, and I don't know why I'm hated, but it's the skin of the color of my skin, and the fact that I'm a black man. Most people can't tell that I'm gay all the time, but it's just contempt. I feel the
Yeah.
contempt even from jealousy, and when they feel like we're getting something, it's like even more contempt. You know,
Right.
some of us don't feel deserving, like we don't deserve reparations. Like, oh, they feel like it's not
Yeah.
going to happen. So I don't like pessimistic individuals who figure like, oh, nothing can ever happen. Yeah, we deserve it. I feel like we came from this land. This is our land. We built it, and
Real talk. Thank you so much, brother. My man made a good point. A very good point. A lot of people, and notice a lot of people who are kind of pessimistic are people who ain't even FBA. Notice these people calling up who ain't even qualified to get reparations. Well, do y'all think y'all gonna get it? I don't think y'all gonna get it. I don't think y'all think it's realistic. Like, dude, why are you even in this conversation? We don't need your pessimism in a conversation that you don't even benefit from. You understand? We got to start checking these people because see what they're saying is, I want to be included in it too. And no, we're not including everybody. And don't let nobody shame you with all of that divisive talk. Anyway, y'all, we got a lot of people in here, but I'm going to go. I've been on here very long, and I think we've had some very good, constructive talks in here today. Much respect to everybody. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my Tariq Radio YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Go to hit.
Racism is the most powerful system on the planet, yet it is often perceived as the most taboo subject to discuss. World-renowned activist and best-selling author Tariq Nasheed takes on this challenge head-on in his new book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter. This is the most important book you will need in order to understand the mechanisms of systemic racism and how to counter this system. Get Foundational Black American Race Baiter now at Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. Also get limited autographed collector's editions of the book at officialfba.com.